From pretty much the present, this is your host, Adam Graham, bringing you a week of old-time radio detective podcasts from 2012. Because these podcasts are many years old, any offers or information included in the podcast may not be valid unless they're currently reflected on our Great Detectives of Old Time Radio website at greatdetectives.net. Here now is a week of old-time radio detective podcast. Welcome to the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio from Boise, Idaho. This is your host, Adam Graham. If you have a comment, email it to me, box13 at greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives and call us 208-991-4783. Well, today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. Thanks so much for all of your support. And now it's time for us to get into today's episode. This one is The Adventure of the Violent Virtuoso.
The Adventures of Frank Race, starring Tom Collins. The war changed many things, the face of the earth and the people on it. Before the war, Frank Race worked as an attorney, but he traded his law books for the cloak and dagger of the OSS. And when it was over, his former life was over too. Adventure had become his business. The Adventures of Frank Race. And now we join Frank Race for The Adventure of the Violent Virtuoso.
It was one of those evenings where sooner or later you know you're going to end up on the fire escape. It'd been hot all day, and it was still hot. And the weatherman had just informed the city by radio that there'd be more of the same tomorrow. Unfortunately, when a weatherman forecasts heat, he's always right. So I was reclining, trying to divert myself with a five-star final, when Mark Donovan came in with a proposition.
Hey, look, what do you say we go out and do the town? Huh?
Oh, go away. You've just had a shower and it's gone to your head.
No, I mean it. Look, let's go out and get ourselves a couple of warm-hearted females. Huh?
Mark, I regret having to break it to you, but at this moment, anything that can be described as warm seems utterly distasteful to me.
You'll forget all about the weather.
Look, you go. I have one or two phone calls I'm waiting for. Answer the door, will you?
This ain't the kind of night for staying in.
He kept it up all the way to the door, and I felt the argument to be resumed as soon as he came back. But I was wrong. He reappeared wearing a grin that was almost a leer.
Now I see why you wanted to stay home. I also see why you wanted to get rid of me.
What are you talking about?
It's the dame, the one you're expecting. Brother, if anything is cool in this town tonight, it is her. But, she ain't going to help your temperature any.
You trying to tell me there's a woman out there?
There is, brother. And she'll make you take a long drag on that cigarette you smoke.
He was right. And I did. She was tall and slim, blonde. Her eyes and mouth had a go-chase-yourself look that suggested money, and lots of it.
I'm Sybil Thorne.
Oh?
Mr. Latham of Intercontinental Underwriters says that he'd call you about me.
Yes, he called. Mentioned something about a stolen ring. He said he wouldn't be contacting me until tomorrow.
I got restless. You mind?
You know, I don't mind. I don't mind at all.
Could I have a cigarette? I finished the last of mine coming over here.
What would you like?
Oh, I'll take a kind you're a smoker. And I'll take a drink, too, if you have the ingredients.
We have the ingredients. Mark, 10 bar, will you? What's your preference in this?
Haven't surprised me.
You hear that, Mark?
I did. 3 surprises coming up.
Latham didn't say much about the ring. Did you lose it?
It was stolen from me.
Valuable, I suppose.
Oh, I paid $7,500 for it. But I don't want to collect the insurance on it. I want the ring back.
How about the police?
I'd rather not have the police in on it yet. You see, it was stolen from me by a friend.
That makes a lovely picture.
Will you take the case? John was late and said you would.
I guess so, Duchess. Who's the friend?
You ever hear of an actress by the name of Carol Corson?
Yes, I've heard of her. Better than that, I know her. You're not trying to say that Carol Corson.
I'm not trying to say it, Race. I am saying it.
On second thought, I don't think I'd do you any good on this case, Duchess.
You've already taken the case, Race. I wouldn't like it if you turned me down now.
Here you are. 2 tall ones guaranteed to cool your temperatures down to 0. In fact, they might even embalm you.
Thank you, Mark. Race,
Yes, Duchess.
you will take the case, won't you?
Yes, I'll take it. But before we get through, you might not like me. Carol Corson could be seen at the Majestic, where she was doing a well-received skit in a popular review. She was an old friend, and for good reason. Carol and I had once gone around for several weeks thinking of little else but each other. At the Majestic, I found her in her dressing room.
Race, darling. Talk about ghosts out of the past.
Still the same color hair, still the same figure. You're wearing well, baby?
You big stiff. You know, I never quite got over you.
Well, I've heard different. How about Ernie Jetto? Now I understand as Lawrence Landry.
Well, you can't blame me for Landry, Race. He might even make me forget you. Oh, when he plays that violin.
I'm not blaming you, baby. But Ernie Jetto could be bad news to an affair
Now,
like
don't
that.
say it, Race. Just the thought scares me silly. Oh, look, lover, I've got to go on.
All right, but I must talk to you, and soon. You're being accused of thievery.
Being what?
You know Sybil Thorne?
Well, sure, I went to a brawl at her place last night.
Well, Sybil has lost a ring worth $7,500. You've been tabbed as number one suspect.
What?
The ring was insured with Intercontinental, so I'm on the case.
And Oh, but Race, this is silly.
I'm sure it is, baby. But
Oh, listen, lover, I do have to skip. I'll get in touch with you, huh? Where are you staying?
at the Carlisle.
All right, I'll see. I've got to Zoom.
Could have waited for her, but it was late, and I felt tired. I got as far as the stage door when...
Hold it, pal. I want to have a talk with you.
Ernie Jetto. I've heard him use that same tone against the district attorney while on trial for murder. Ernie Jetto, unconvicted killer. A second man stirred nearby, and I recognized Duke Temple, another chunk of dry ice.
You're Frank Race, ain't you?
That's right.
Me? I'm Ernie Jetto.
I know. I remember your sidekick, too. How are you, Duke?
I'm all right. What were you doing inside, Race?
You talking to a friend of yours?
Carol Corson?
Yeah, had some business to discuss.
Yeah, now I'd like you to hear my story. You know how I feel about Carol, don't you, Race?
I've heard rumors.
I've been hearing rumors, too. But some guy trying to cut me out. You had a yen for Carol a few years ago, didn't you, Race?
That I can't deny, Jetto.
Now I find you hanging around here. Could add up, couldn't it?
But it doesn't.
How do I know?
Just have to take my word for it.
I don't take nobody's word for nothing.
All right. And where do we go from there?
First, I'm going to tell you something. Stay away from Carol Corson. And just so you don't get absent-minded, Duke is going to tie a little string around your finger.
If Duke has any idea about using those brass knuckles, you better change his mind, Jetto.
Bothers you, does it? Go ahead, Duke.
I wouldn't try it, Duke.
Me, I'm waiting for Ernie. Here, bite on these.
Sorry, Duke. I never cared for brass knucks. Don't make any more plays, Jetto. This Luger can spit lead faster than Duke lost his teeth. Better not, Duke.
Tough guy, ain't you? Packing a rod. Makes you feel good, don't it, packing a rod? Let him ride, Duke. We can catch up with him. Later.
For the next couple of days, the case showed about as much activity as a Philadelphia weekend. I heard nothing from either of the two women involved. Then on the morning of the third day, I got a call from Sybil Thorne.
How would you like to take me to a concert tonight?
Well, you sound gay. Did you get your ring back?
I did not.
I thought you might be dropping the affair.
I am not. And I want you to keep on with it. Have you done anything?
Stirred up a case of physical violence for myself, but nothing else. I'm going to be of any value to you, Duchess. I'll need to know more about this business.
So, should get together. How about the concert idea? You like violinists?
Well, like anything's good.
Oh, Lawrence Landry's great. New and brilliant and...
Landry? Is it his concert?
Yes. You might pick me up about 8.
Well, that evening, just as I was ready to leave, Mark Donovan came in, so I commandeered his services as a driver.
Look, this is the dame that was here the other night.
The same. Where's your cab?
Halfway down the block. So you're going to a concert, huh? Yeah. I don't know if any woman is worth that, Rick.
Look, I like classical music.
Yeah. I guess even a guy like you has to have a flaw in his character somewhere.
Thanks.
Hold it, Race.
What is it?
Down! Race.
Hey, get up. He's gone.
Oh, I thought he got you. I didn't want to look.
Nothing wrong with me. A good brushing off won't cure. What was that boy? Did you get a good look at him?
Yeah, right between them two Buicks that was short, chunky, dark complexion.
Duke Temple. Tough trader.
Trader?
He seemed to want my life because I relieved him of some front teeth. Come on, Mark. Let's head for Sybil Thorne's before we have to start explaining to the police. Lawrence Landry put on a good show. A young American, he had the looks to catch himself a feminine audience wherever he went. But he was no great violinist. Teresa Vane, his accompanist, was a far better musician. As a solo number, she keyed out a rendition of the Appassionata that saved the evening for me. Afterward, I went backstage with Sybil Thorne and met both of them.
Oh, Larry, you were marvelous. I enjoyed it ever so much.
I'm glad, Sybil. I thought the audience a little lukewarm.
Oh, no, darling. They were mad about you. Weren't they, Ray?
There was a question about a ring of falsehood in making myself disliked, so I avoided the issue by turning to Teresa Vane with my opinion of her work.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Mr. Ray.
Oh, I more than enjoyed it. That job on the Appassionata enthralled me.
It's wonderful of you to say so.
I thought you were great all the way.
Mr. Ray, you've made me very happy.
But I hadn't made Sybil Thorne happy. Later in the cab, I heard about it.
I don't understand you, Race. Why did you have to go so completely overboard for that girl's playing? You didn't say a word about Larry.
If I'd praised Landry's work, I'd have been a hypocrite. He's far from being a first-line violinist.
You're insane. Well, he's marvelous.
Have a cigarette, Duchess. Listen while I tell you something. You're infatuated with Landry. It makes you blind and deaf. Made you hate Carol Corson, too.
You are insane.
I was able to put the picture all together tonight. Landry goes for Carol, so you detest the girl. Which casts quite a doubt on your loss of that ring.
Are you accusing me of lying?
I'm accusing you of a more horrible malady. Jealousy. And I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to write this case off as finished. For your sake, Duchess. For your sake. After leaving Sybil Thorne, and there was no goodnight kiss involved in our parting, I found a phone booth and called Carol Corson.
Hello?
Carol, this is Frank Race.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you very well.
It's Race, Carol.
Who? Oh, Ray. We have a very bad connection, lover.
Well, then maybe I'd better stop in and talk to you. You still up?
Up, did you say? Of course, lover. I'll be up for hours yet. Where are you?
Practically around the corner. It's all right then, huh?
Oh, wait a minute, Ray.
What is it, Carol?
Someone just came into the apartment. Oh, it's you. What are you doing with that gun?
Who is it, Carol?
Wait. Wait, don't do that. No! No! No.
We'll return to the adventures of Frank Race in just about 1 minute. And now, back to the adventures of Frank Race.
Through the few scrambled, hurried minutes that it took Mark Donovan and me to reach the door to Carol Corson's apartment, I developed a sense of guilt. I'd been too willing to write off this affair as a bit of unimportant jealousy. I'd been wrong. The exchange I'd listened to over the telephone had sounded convincingly like murder. Mark and I found the apartment door ajar. Another somber note. We went inside.
Used to go with this girl, didn't you?
Yes. Yes, I used to go with her.
To the chest. Won't do no good to send for a doctor.
No, won't do a bit of good.
Oh, what are you going to do?
The only thing I can, Mark. Call the police. Started out hot again the next morning. I felt dull-witted and lethargic. About as useful as a barkeep at a revival. It was just after 11 o'clock when I got the phone call.
Race?
That's right.
Honey, Joe.
Hello, Joe.
I've been reading about Carol. About how you found her.
I guess it was all there. I haven't seen the paper.
I told you how I felt about that kid, Race.
I know, Joe. Tough.
Funny tough. Too much for a guy like me to take lying down. I swear I thought about you, Race.
I wish I could tell you something. Can't.
Tell me nothing. I get it all figured myself. Guess what I come up with?
I'm not very bright this morning, Joe.
I come up with you. Frank Race. A private pry with a big reputation. A big guy that's in with the cops. A guy that can get away with murder.
Look, Jetto, I'm as sorry about Carol as you are. Maybe sorrier. I had nothing to do with her death.
Carol was a good kid. Maybe a little crazy, but a good kid. We was doing all right, Carol and me. You show up at
Jetto, you're wrong.
You got an unlisted phone, ain't you, Race? I latched on to the number, didn't I? I know where you stay, too. Carlisle. Now I want you to know something. I'm gonna get you. I'm putting my mind on that and nothing else. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. In the next couple of 3 days. But I'm gonna get you. Right.
What's the matter, Race? Somebody hang up on you?
Yeah, Mark. Somebody hung up on me.
Mr. Race.
Hello, Miss Vane. Forgive me for interrupting you, but I'm anxious to find Landry, and I haven't been able to locate him anywhere.
Not even at his hotel?
And that's it. I don't even know where he's staying.
The Commodore, 2205.
Oh, thanks a lot. Readying something for the concert?
Yes, one of my solos. Beethoven's 12th, you know it, of course. We're here again next week. I hope you can hear it.
I hope I can, too.
Yes?
You may not remember me, Landry. I'm Frank Race. Met you the other night at the hall.
Oh, yes. Come in.
Hope I'm not disturbing you.
Not if you don't mind my going on with this workout. I never miss a day.
Barbells. And the postgraduate weights, too, from the look of them.
Yeah, I guess I do all right. I should. I've been at it for years.
I came to see you about Carol Corson's death.
You what?
I'm an insurance investigator, and it's become rather important to me that this crime doesn't go unsolved.
Crime?
Haven't you read the papers?
Good heavens, no. I just got up.
Well, I hate to have to give it to you bluntly, but Carol Corson was murdered last night in her apartment.
Carol Corson? Murdered?
That's it, Landry.
Race. Excuse me a few minutes while I get into some other clothes. There'll probably be reporters coming.
It took more time than just a few minutes. So much more that I began poking around the room for diversion. Well, there was nothing to look at in the way of reading matter except a stack of programs he'd played across the country. It proved to be a very interesting measure of his skill. He had a limited repertoire. He offered nothing very demanding in the way of technique. Teresa Vane's share of the program seemed equally light, an addiction to sweetness and gaiety.
Oh, you still here, Race? I thought you might have given me up.
He was wearing a fresh carnation buttonhole of a double-breasted job that was not very strong physique. He was a boy ready not only for reporters, but photographers as well.
What was it you wanted to discuss about Carol?
She was carrying a torch for him. I had the feeling it might have been mutual. I may have been wrong.
Why, I liked Carol, of course, but there was really nothing too serious between us.
How about you and Sybil Thorne?
I'm very fond of Sybil.
Do you mind telling me if you were with Carol Corson last night?
Luckily, I wasn't. Not last night.
Did you prove it?
Well, proving it might be a bit awkward.
It might be a lot more awkward if you can.
What do you mean?
We were talking about a murder. Murders have a way of getting downright nasty with reputation.
You mean I could get bad publicity out of this?
It's hard to say which way it'll twist.
But no one's been to see me yet, and it's mid-afternoon. Maybe the police won't know about...
Won't know about your connection with Carol? They'll know.
Because you'll tell them. Is that it?
I won't go out of my way to tell them, but I may have to.
You're trying to make something out of nothing. I know a lot of women. I happen to be popular with them.
Yes, you sort of work at it, don't you?
I work at other things, too. I'll demonstrate one of them.
He took me suddenly by surprise, moved in, gripped my arm, lifted, jammed me against the wall.
There, Race. Completely helpless, aren't you? And I can step back and...
There. I'll do that a few more times. Gotta have a new opening into the adjoining room.
Wouldn't do you any good either, would it?
It makes an interesting game, all right. Do we keep it up, or have you expended enough energy?
I just want to make sure you're impressed with the fact that I didn't see Carol Corson last night. Also, that there was nothing serious between us.
So I'm not to say anything to the police?
That's right.
Well, now that I've been properly impressed, would you mind putting me down? The evening papers broke the thing wide open as far as Landry was concerned, without my saying a word. Couldn't help grinning when I saw his picture on the front page. But Ernie Jetto's likeness was there, too. And looking at that wiped away the smile and left me with a tight little knot in my stomach. Ernie Jetto had been picked up, but I felt it wouldn't be long before he'd be free. That meant anything but pleasure for yours truly. I wasn't working for anyone else in this case. I was working for myself. Another complication entered the picture about 9 o'clock when Sybil Thorne showed up at the apartment.
I thought we should get together and have a talk.
Sounds like a sensible idea. Come in.
You know, Larry Landry is furious with you, don't you?
You must have just seen him.
I just talked to him by phone. Larry and I have a date tonight after the concert.
You sound quite smug, Betty.
And you don't like it.
In a way, you deserve that, Turkey. But I get the feeling that in a lot of other ways you could be pretty regular.
Careful, Race. You're getting out of character.
Why did you come here?
I,
Make it a good one, Duchess.
You're still working for me, aren't you?
Well, maybe I'm giving you more credit than you deserve. You came to gloat. Why?
Stop it.
You came to put across the effect of a very cool lady on a warm night. Well, you're correct. I'm thoroughly affected.
And what am I supposed to do now? Go home?
No. Not yet. Not until... I took her in my arms. Those cool-looking lips had warmth and softness. That slim-looking body had... Well, I didn't let it go right away. She still kept her hands on my shoulders as I drew back to gaze at her.
Don't get any ideas, Rex. I'm still going to keep that date with Landry.
All right, Duchess. As I said before, maybe you deserve it. I spent the next couple of hours moving restlessly about the apartment. Made myself some coffee, tossed down a scotch and soda, picked up the paper, read the program of Landry's concert. It'd be over by now, and the realization of it was like being poked in the eye. The answer to the whole thing. I grabbed up a jacket, slung it on, and...
Hey, where do you think you're going?
I've just figured out this case, Mark. I've got to move fast to stop another murder.
Oh, hold it, will you? You go on that street and you move right into your own murder. Got a reception committee out there.
The same one as before?
And another guy, mean-looking, face like a badger.
Ernie Jetto. But I've got to go out, Mark.
All right. This time I want something besides an end wrench. Yeah. There's your Jetto pal, across the street by the lamppost. That guy's somewhere around.
I'm going out. Help me.
All right. I got Jetto, Race! And the other guy's running.
Come on, Mark. Get me to Sybil Thorne's before it's too late. Now you can turn on the light.
Let me go.
I'm sorry.
Let me go.
But you'd better stay. And this is the gun that killed Carol Corson, isn't it, Miss Vane?
I...
Jealousy. Horrible melody, isn't it?
You can't know. You can't know how much I love him. How much I've been hurt. Heavens.
Come in, Duchess. Better bring Landry with you.
Teresa, what are you doing here?
Better close the door, Duchess. This isn't a pretty situation. Miss Vane is here, Landry, because she intended to kill Sybil Thorne, the same way she killed Carol Corson.
Killed? Good heavens, Teresa, why?
Because she's in love with you, to the point that it's made her sick.
But, Teresa, I gave you to understand.
You gave her to understand what? That she should just forget you? You know, some people can't pull that off, Landry. They get ill. They're driven to murder.
Well, what are we going to do about this race?
We're going to give this girl all the breaks we can. Teresa, will you go and give yourself up?
Yes. Yes, I'll give myself up.
Now, wait a moment. I think we should hold her here for the police. After all...
I'm making this decision. It may give her a break. And she'll keep her promise. Won't you, Teresa?
I'm not going to let you do it that way, Race.
Go ahead, Teresa.
Oh, no, you don't.
More muscles, Landry? All right, try this on your biceps. Go ahead, Teresa. You'll find a cab downstairs. The driver will know where to take you.
All right.
How did you know, Race?
Music. It's all wrapped up with that girl's emotions. I happened to leaf through a pile of Landry's past programs. All of Teresa Vane's solos had been Sweetness and Light, Handel and Debussy, that sort of stuff. But last night, before killing Carol Corson, she showed her mood with the Appassionata. Tonight, with you in mind, she featured that funeral movement from Beethoven's 12th Sonata. Just my idea. But I guess it paid off.
It saved my life. I'm terribly grateful, Race.
Are you, Duchess? Maybe we should talk about that at much greater length.
The Adventures of Frank Race, starring Tom Collins with Tony Barrett as Mark Donovan, comes to you from Hollywood. Others heard in tonight's cast were Lillian Baeff, Tom Holland, Michael Ann Barrett, and Wilms Herbert. This series is written and directed by Buckley Angel and Joel Murcott. The music is composed and played by Ivan Ditmars. Be sure to be with us again this time next week for another dramatic chapter in The Adventures of Frank Race. Art Gilmore speaking. This is a Bruce Ells production.
Welcome back. Well, in the end, I guess the title gave away who actually committed the crime. Though I guess there were other possible interpretations. But I think that kind of telegraphed it. Some pretty interesting similes from Race. Not a usual thing. Not quite Pat Novakian, but yes, that is now officially a word or phrase. But still a little bit unusual for Frank Race. Well, we turn now to listener comments and feedback, and we just have one from Stephanie, who says on Facebook, "Love your podcast." Well, thanks so much, Stephanie. I appreciate you listening out there. And that will do it for today. Reminder, you can rate the show on iTunes. Really do appreciate that. Well, today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. Thanks so much for all your support. Well, now it's time to get into today's episode. This one is called The Case of the Violent Vegetables.
Rinso presents Call the Police.
Attention homicide section. Crime squad detail. Murder suspect in your zone. Close in according to instruction.
Between you and the evil outside the law, between you and the housebreaker, the kidnapper, the murderer, stands the policeman of your community. He gives up his sleep that you may sleep unafraid. He gives up his safety that you may be safe. And if need be, he gives up his life to protect yours.
The Lever Brothers Company, makers of Triple Action Rinso, bring you Call the Police, starring Joseph Julian and Joan Tompkins. This new series of realistic radio dramas is inspired by the courageous work of police departments all over America.
This is Commissioner Bill Grant. Every once in a while, I like to look through the files of the Ashland Police Department just to remind myself that sometimes the difference between a murder solved and a murder gone unpunished can be a very little thing. A piece of string, maybe, or the core of an apple. As a matter of fact, there's a file card on my desk right now, number 439-652. The name up at the top of the card is Tenney, Calvin Tenney. He kept a fruit stand at the corner of Tremont and Pine. That's where the case began.
Nice apples you got there, Pop.
Huh? Oh, Oregon apples. This is the only fruit stand in town carries them. Try one.
Sure. Yeah, not bad, Pop.
Name is Tenney.
Not bad at all. How's business, Pop?
Well, you know how fruit stand goes. 1 week up, 1 week down.
From now on, it's all down.
Huh?
You're going out of business, Pop.
What?
Mm-hmm. Besides, your health ain't so good.
Oh, my health's all right. I'm not so young, maybe,
I like
but...
this apple. Your health's bad. It's going to get worse.
I don't understand.
Yeah, we'll have another apple. Close up the stand, Pop. Take a vacation, retire, raise chickens, do anything. I don't care, but close up the stand fast.
Now, why should I...
You know, the second apple's as good as the first. Because if you don't, Pop, they'll pick you up in an alley one of these nights. I'll tell you what, Pop, give me a bag full of those apples, huh? In an alley, Pop. And lay 'em down. Because you got bullets, Pop. And you're dead.
Commissioner.
Huh?
It's 6 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Commissioner, 6 o'clock is when all good police officials go home.
Yeah, okay, Maggio. I was just... What's that?
Oh, somebody exercising their lungs. I'll go take a look.
What is it, Maggio? Maggio!
Oh, there's a guy out here runs a fruit stand beeping because his license hasn't been renewed.
Why wasn't it renewed?
Well, the stand's on the corner of Tremont and Pine, right next to the bank. The president wrote and said he didn't like it. It ain't dignified or something.
Maybe there's the parking lot across the street, or the Langley dump in the third corner.
Why, Commissioner, the Langley Mansion is one of the city's landmarks.
Well, it's still an eyesore. It hasn't been lived in for 50 years. Maggio, let me talk to that man.
Commissioner, it's unimportant, routine stuff.
Well, apparently it's pretty important to him.
Okay, Commissioner. Hey, you. Come on in. Thank you. There he is, behind the desk, mister.
Mr. Grant?
Grab a chair. You're,
Tenney. Calvin Tenney.
Oh, yes. You've had that stand at Tremont and Pine for some time, haven't you, Mr. Tenney?
23 years, last April.
Let me go through the papers on it. When do you need the renewal?
Tomorrow.
Maggio, have the department suspend action until I can review this thing. Mr. Tenney can keep his stand until then.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Commissioner. And there was one other thing. Yesterday, I was threatened.
You were? By...
A man I never seen before who warned me to close up the stand or be killed.
What did he look like?
Oh, he's ordinary.
Well, that doesn't help a lot.
Well, he kind of medium everything, that's all.
Uh-huh. Well, I'll have the patrolman on the beat keep his eyes open. In the meantime, you take care of yourself.
Yes, sir. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye. Now, let's get out of here, Maggio. I've got a To attend a civic function.
With Libby Tyler?
Who else?
Nice legs, nice eyes, nice... but why did they have to send her to college?
She's bright, Maggio.
Yeah, and that's bad in a dish. Gives him ideas about criminal psychology, for instance. Makes him take jobs with the department. Assistant to the criminal psychologist, for instance.
This is supposed to be an up-to-date police department, Maggio. We need...
Commissioner, when I take a girl out, I'm not interested in battalion measurements. I'm interested in other kinds of measurements.
Okay, Maggio. Will you cover that Tenny affair?
Tenny'll stay on that corner till all his fruit gets rotten. Go on, have some fun, Commissioner. You got it coming to you.
Ouch. Commissioner, you stepped on my toe.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, Libby.
Still thinking about that Tenny thing?
I guess I am. Can't decide whether he was really threatened or whether he just made up that story.
Well, it's possible. The world's full of criminals. You know, since I've been working in the criminal psychology department, I see them everywhere.
You do?
Sure. Well, you take that man over there. See him? Positive he's a criminal. The way his forehead recedes. Those lobes on his ears.
Libby, that's James Carson.
Has he got a record?
Uh-huh.
See?
He's been principal of the West Side High School for the last 30 years.
Oh. Well, all I've got to say is they better keep an eye on that high school.
Well, there's Maggio looking... Hey, Maggio.
Oh, Commissioner.
Hello, Sergeant.
Hello, Miss Tyler. Commissioner, I hate to bust up your party, but I thought you'd want to know right away.
Know what?
We just got word at headquarters from Mrs. Tenny.
Yes?
Tenny is missing.
Maggio told Libby Tyler and me that old man Tenny had just been reported missing. We grabbed a squad car and highballed it right down to Tenny's fruit stand.
Tremont and Pine, Commissioner.
There's the stand.
It's all shut up for the night.
Maggio.
Yeah? What? Oh, a couple of oranges caught in a wooden shutter. So what?
Those oranges are ruined. A man running this stand for over 20 years wouldn't do that. Unless he was frightened or... unless he didn't close that stand down himself.
You setting this up for a snatch, Commissioner?
It could be.
Well, why would anyone want to kidnap Mr. Tenny?
I don't know, Libby, but that's what it looks like. Well, we've got the alarm out for him. Routine's covered. Come on, let's get back to the car. Maggio.
Yeah, Commissioner?
If you snatched a man on the corner of Tremont and Pine, and you wanted to get away fast to where there weren't many people around, where would you go?
Oh, let me see. Straight up Pine, less than a mile, and I'd be up in the hills.
All right, then get going. Straight up Pine.
Well, we're getting close to Ellerton. Hasn't been a break in the road so far.
I don't like that.
We're coming to a side road.
Take it, Maggio.
Okay. But why?
If they took Tenny out of the city, they wouldn't take him into another one. This road's the first break in the main highway.
It ain't a good road, straight.
That's what they'd want. Slow down.
I got it. The road's petering out. Dead end in the middle of nowhere.
Just trees around us. Trees and darkness.
Come here.
Oh, you found something?
Look.
Tire marks. They're not very clear, but the car was parked here.
Bill, the edge of the road here.
Yeah. Dirt's been smeared. Though something were dragged along the ground. Hey, look. Apple core. Come on.
Hey, I don't like this. In among the trees, it's so dark.
Leaves have been disturbed. I'm getting someplace.
Commissioner, over here.
Okay.
Libby, better stay where you are.
Why?
Because Tenny ain't missing anymore. And he ain't good to look at.
As soon as we got back to headquarters, I got the boys started. Photographs, plaster casts of footprints, ballistics tests. I also let the boys play with the apple core we found. They put varnish and phosphoric powder and things like that. Sometimes they find out what kind of teeth the man had who chewed it. Later, I went to see Wiley, president of the Travelers Bank. Wiley, who'd objected to the stand because it wasn't dignified.
Commissioner, I consider this an intrusion, unwarranted and presumptuous. I shall speak to the mayor about it.
You do that, Mr. Wiley, but first I wish you'd speak to me about it. Your letter said you wanted Tenny's fruit stand shut up because it was on the same corner as the bank, and you didn't consider it pretty enough.
That is quite correct.
Are you sure you had no other reason?
What other reason could I have had?
Yeah. All right, Mr. Wiley. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Hi, Joe.
Yeah, waiting here like old faithful. You get anything?
No, not a thing, I'm afraid.
Tired of walking?
I just thought of something. Wiley's garage.
Very interesting, architecturally.
That's his car I'm interested in. Come on.
Oh, don't you ever give up, Commissioner. What could there be in Wiley's car?
Here we are. Chauffeur's quarters over the garage, huh? Hope we don't wake him. Got a light?
From a torch.
Good.
What are you looking for inside the car?
Blood? Bullet holes or... Look.
An apple core. Lobby. Commissioner, have you been here all night?
Uh-huh.
Why the early bird routine?
Now, Joe, that apple core we found in Wiley's car is the same kind of apple core as the one we found on the road. I had the boys make a quick check. They're both Oregon apples, and Tenny was the only stand in town that carried Oregon apples.
Ah, you have got yourself something. All right, let's go arrest Wiley.
Now, Joe, we can't go to court with circumstantial evidence and no motive.
Yeah, jury's on nuts about motive.
Hello.
Bill, Libby.
Oh, hello, Libby.
Bill, I couldn't sleep all night thinking of Mr. Tenney, and I want to do something about it.
I know how you feel, Libby. We're doing all we can, testing and checking everything.
But that's just routine.
Well, Libby, 99 police cases out of 100 are cracked by routine.
This is the 100th case, Bill. And I think I'm on the right track. The psychological track that...
Juries don't care for psychological proof.
Have you got anyone to bring before a jury yet?
No, but...
Well, I'm going to get you that someone. Bill, Mr. Wiley is mixed up in this thing somehow.
Well, there are a couple of pointers to him, sure, but...
He killed Tenney, or had him killed, because he was planning to rob his own bank. Abscond with the funds. That's why Wiley sent that letter of complaint to the department.
But, Libby, why should Wiley have the old man killed?
I don't know. You don't either. But, Bill, I'm going to find out.
Mr. Wiley won't answer the doorbell. Sure, he's inside. Well, I'll get him later. I thought Mr. Wiley was inside. His car is here. The chauffeur's washing it down. I wonder if... Yes. Hello?
Yeah?
Was the car out last night?
What do you want to know for, miss?
Because I think it was out.
So what?
Nothing important.
Yeah? What you want to know about the car for?
Well, Is that a gun?
It's a gun.
Well,
Don't turn your head. Just walk into the garage. Act natural.
I don't
I said walk. That's better. Now, would you like to tell me why you're so interested in where the car was last night?
It's none of your business.
No?
What are you going to do?
Just this.
Commissioner, keep on wearing that track on the floor, and you'll be down in the men's locker room soon.
Oh, the whole day's shot. Nothing. Nothing we can make a case out of.
Old Lady Tenny's got herself a case.
What's that?
Went off a rocker, wound up in General Hospital.
What happened?
The way I got it from the desk, she was wandering around the stand all night.
Well, next to her living room, I suppose that's the most familiar place in the world to her.
Anyway, she got hysterical, told a cop on the beach she saw ghosts.
Ghosts? Keep going.
Oh, there's nothing to it. Claims she saw lights, saw shadows moving in the old Langley dump. Oh, that place has been boarded up for 50 years.
Why wasn't I told about this before?
You're too busy to be bothered with the ravings of a hysterical woman.
She may have been hysterical, Maggio, but she wasn't raving.
Now, wait
Don't
a
you
minute.
realize she's given us the key to this whole case?
No, I don't.
Because... Sure, Maggio. There were ghosts in that house last night.
Rinso White and Rinso Bright. Ladies, have you heard the case of the whitest, brightest wash in town? Well, it's no mystery now. Rinso solved that one.
I'd bet on Rinso. When the washer salesman suggested I use Rinso, I never dreamed it would make such a difference. But you should see my clothes. White things like fresh, clean snow and washable colors, bright and gay even after scores of washing.
Yes, Rinso always gets top results. So it's no wonder only Rinso carries the recommendation of the makers of 33 leading washers. For Rinso's triple action formula gives you a special soapy-rich base, an amazing suds booster, and a marvelous grease chaser. Ask for Rinso, for a Rinso white wash with ease, a Rinso bright wash with safety.
When I heard that the hysterical Mrs. Tenney had reported ghosts in the old Langley mansion, the idea struck me. Maggio and I led off in one car, and a detail of squad men followed us in another. We pulled up to the Langley house about midnight, slipped in the back entrance. Then we sat there in the dusty old dump and waited. And waited.
2 o'clock, Commissioner. Don't you think it's about time you told us what we're waiting for?
All right. The home bank across the street is being robbed right now.
What? Well, let's go get him.
No, it's easier this way. I have a prejudice against cops being killed.
But,
that's why
Commissioner...
I ordered the cop on the beat to stay away from the bank tonight. Take a look now, Maggio.
Okay. I can see the front of the bank through the crack in the window. Hey, they're coming out now.
Good.
They're getting into a car. Hey, Commissioner, what do we do? Just sit here?
That, Maggio, is exactly what we do.
I could think of lots nicer places to sit around in.
This will get better as we go along. All right, men. The company I promised you is coming. They'll be using the back door any minute now. Take them the minute they come in. They're yours, boys.
All right, come on, put your hands up over there. All right, Commissioner, everything's under control.
We can have a light now. That's better. Anybody hurt?
Nobody hurt, Commissioner.
Good. Well. 4 little gangsters, loaded to the hilt with bank money, huh?
Hey, those are the guys who just robbed the bank.
That's right.
And they headed back here. You knew that?
That's right.
Oh, well, I am. But how about Tenney's killer? Is he one of these babies?
No, he isn't. Let's go get him.
Go where?
Wiley's house.
Let me get it straight, Commissioner, before we go in and see Wiley. Now, you figured the Langley house was going to be used as a hideaway because of old Mrs. Tenney's ghost story.
That's right. What do the police do in the case of a bank job? They throw roadblocks around the city, stop every automobile in sight. But suppose you drive the getaway car a couple of blocks and abandon it, and then go back. Back to across the street from the bank you cracked. To an old empty house. You dig in for a few days, the police think you've escaped, then you just walk out.
Good thing you decided to be a policeman instead of a crook. There's Wiley's doorbell. And you figured Wiley acted as a fingerman, huh? That's a new twist, too.
Oh, Commissioner, this is getting to be too much.
We'll come in.
Just a minute.
Keep your shirt on, Mr. Wiley. For one thing, your bank was robbed tonight.
I'm glad you're so cheerful about it. What kind of a police commissioner are you?
The gang was caught and every penny returned.
Oh, and what do you want from me? More investigating? Oh, your girl was here, too. I didn't let her in, though.
Libby Tyler?
So she started on that chauffeur of mine.
Did you see her leave?
No. No, I'm not a snoop, like some people.
She hasn't been around all day yet. Maggio, I think we've got trouble.
What's the matter? The gag bothering you, sister? Oh, don't worry. If that cop tries to come up here and get me, gags won't bother you, baby. Nothing will. Because... Uh-oh. We're walking out of the main house, coming down. Hey, your boyfriend's done it. Got Wiley in handcuffs, taking him downtown. Nice work, Commissioner. Stop in front of the garage underneath the window here. Ringing it. The window. That must be they want me to lock up the house or something. They got Wiley tabbed for the job. I'm in the clear. Take it easy, sister. I'll be back.
Jim, we're arresting your boss.
Oh, what'd he do?
Read about it in tomorrow's paper. Come here. Take these keys. Lock up the big house.
Okay.
All right, Maggio.
Reach, mister.
What is...
Hiya. Very pretty. Now we'll see if these fit. Well, they fit very nice. And you handcuffs look good, killer.
And now will you take these handcuffs off me, Commissioner?
Certainly, Mr. Wiley. Nice of you to let us use you as a decoy. There you are.
Thank you. As for you, Kane, you're fired.
What's more, killer, you're going to be fired in a different way pretty soon. Come on, let's get down to headquarters. I think the commissioner's going to be busy.
Oh, Bill, I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
Easy, Libby. It's all over now.
I thought Mr. Wiley was behind all this.
No, Libby. It was a gang who were setting things up to use the Langley place as a hideout. They couldn't afford to have a guy like Tenney around. He'd spot something and talk.
But how did you know the chauffeur was involved?
Did you notice he had a tooth missing in front? The cast made of the apple core we found in the car and on the road shows that. Then there was the fact that the chauffeur just started on his job with Wiley yesterday.
He bragged to me about how he'd worked the whole plan out. How he got the job with Wiley so he could be around without arousing suspicion and get to know the bank well enough. And how did you know the chauffeur was new, Bill?
Old man Tenney, remember? He told me a stranger had threatened him. But unless Wiley had hired a new chauffeur, Tenney would have known him. He saw Wiley drive up to the bank every day. He would have certainly known what his chauffeur looked like.
Oh. You're bright, Bill.
No, I'm just a cop who's trying.
I guess you're not so bright after all.
Why?
Well, here you've just saved a girl's life. The girl might be very grateful. If you were really bright, you'd think of something to do about it.
Bill Grant will be back in just a moment with the Lever Brothers Police Award of Valor, this week presented to a police officer who, in spite of almost mortal wounds, apprehended a vicious bandit. But first...
Yoo-hoo, Helen! Look at this cotton suit I'm wearing. Would you believe it? I've had it 3 years. Skirts are longer, so I let out the hem, and now it looks simply wonderful. Of course, though, I've never washed it in anything but Rinso.
Yes, these days, lots of smart women are congratulating themselves that they've always given their clothes Rinso care, because Rinso care means longer wear. You see, Rinso's triple action formula is safe for washable colors, gentle to washable fabrics. So remember, Rinso for a safe and dazzling wash. A wash that's Rinso white and Rinso bright. Keep on asking for Rinso.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Commissioner Bill Grant. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to present the Lever Brothers Plaque of Valor this week to Police Officer Bernard Shea of the Police Force of San Francisco, California. Patrolman Shea was selected by Chief Peter J. Sicardi, lifetime member of the Executive Board of the International Association of Chiefs of Police. On February the 4th, 1947, Patrolman Shea's first day on the police force, he spotted a bandit escaping from a neighboring jewelry store. Shea gave chase. The bandit turned and fired. The bullet struck Shea in the chest. Shea staggered but kept coming. Again the bandit fired. The second bullet ripped into Shea's abdomen. Shea closed in. A third bullet struck him in the left arm. And in spite of excruciating pain and profuse bleeding, Shea grappled with the bandit and with his last ounce of strength succeeded in handcuffing him before he collapsed. The bandit pleaded guilty of robbery and was sentenced to San Quentin Penitentiary. Shea is now recuperating in emergency hospital. So to Police Officer Bernard Shea goes $100 and this week's Lever Brothers Plaque of Valor. Congratulations, too, to Chief Dulier and the police force of San Francisco for their unfailing effort to protect the people of your community.
You and every responsible citizen can promote positive action in education by taking an active interest in the schools of your community. If your children are to have the kind of education you want them to have, well-trained teachers, proud of their profession, are essential. Your children's schools must have the best possible buildings and equipment. By joining your community's school associations and groups, you can help your schools maintain the traditionally high standards of American education. This is Jay Sims reminding you to be with us next Tuesday night when Lever Brothers Company, makers of Rinso, bring you another exciting, realistic police case. Listen next week to...
The Case of the Three Used Bullets.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
Welcome back. Well, another twisting, turning case. This one really had me guessing as I listened the first time. And Libby Tyler came close to being right, but not quite. They do seem to have kind of some mixed thoughts on this whole area of police psychology. So it's kind of interesting how that continues to play in the show. Well, we do have some emails here from listeners regarding Call the Police. Joan says, I just wanted to let you know you have a winner here. I really like the show. I just listened to it and I think it's great. Thank you for allowing us the pleasure of listening to this series. And Timothy points out that when he heard it, the closing and opening sections of the show were mixed up. I'm not certain how that happened. I'll look into that. But he does conclude by saying, even though I'm not a particular fan of police procedurals, I think I will likely enjoy the series. I will certainly miss the Fat Man. It's a shame that so few episodes of the series remain today. As always, keep up the great work, Adam. Well, thanks so much, and I definitely agree about the Fat Man. I wish there were as many episodes as there were of Sam Spade and other series. And who knows, maybe some will come up. I should note, you're going to see a little bit of a shift on this series. We had actually all 3 episodes right in a row. And those are the first 3 episodes of the 1947 summer season. Well, the program returned for 2 more summer seasons. The next one is the 1948 season, so entirely different cast. Will be coming up next week for the final 2 weeks, and then, of course, as I've mentioned before, will then be bringing you a life in your hands. All right, well, that will do it for today. Join us back here tomorrow for Let George Do It, and then we'll be back next Tuesday for Call the Police. Well, today's episode is brought to you by the support of our listeners, and I want to thank Terry today for sending in a donation, and we'll send along access to our premium site. Well, as we do with all donations of $7 or more. Well, we have occurrence of a couple of lost episodes. First time in a little while. But basically, the episodes, The Risk of the Game and an unknown episode are missing. So we're skipping from March 24th of 1952, the last episode, to today's episode, which was originally broadcast April 14th, 1952. Here now is The Forgotten Murder.
Personal notice. Danger's my stock and trade. If the job's too tough for you to handle, you've got a job for me, George Valentine. Write full details.
Standard Oil Company of California invites you to Let George Do It. Before we begin tonight's adventure, here's a word about gasoline. If habit has you buying a gas that stresses one feature at the expense of others, shift to Chevron Supreme, the gasoline that's a correct balance of all 8 high-performance qualities. Quick starting, fast warm-up, smooth acceleration, economy mileage, full power, vapor lock prevention, anti-knock, and area blending. Try a tankful in your car of the gas with all 8. Fill up with Chevron Supreme gasoline at any standard station or independent Chevron gas station where they say and mean we take better care of your car. Transcribed. And now, tonight's story, The Forgotten Murder, a transcribed adventure of George Valentine.
George Valentine, Esquire. My dear sir, I would deem it a great favor if you came for tea this afternoon at 3:30. I've been led to believe that you're the kind of man who would interest himself, for a stipend, of course, in a problem such as mine. A murder which is not even considered as such. A murder which has
long since been forgotten by everyone except yours very truly, Miss Felicity Graham.
That's quite a letter. Equal parts of gentility and murder.
I had a maiden aunt once who used to write letters that sounded like this, even if she was only asking the milkman to leave an extra bottle of cream.
Here, let me see. 45 Barrington Terrace. I know that neighborhood. Ancestral brownstones, with every room like a set out of arsenic and old lace.
And every closet with a family skeleton. I know what you mean.
Well, Brooksie, I don't know about you, but I find myself rather impatient to have tea with anyone named Felicity.
Any more tea for anyone?
No, I don't think so.
Please excuse us, Paul. I'd like to speak to Miss Brooks and Mr. Valentine in private.
I thought you trusted me completely, Felicity. With everything.
Please, Paul. You've been so sweet and patient all these years. Bear with me a little longer.
But I don't think Oh, whatever you say, whatever you wish.
My best friend. My only faithful suitor.
Your letter referred to a murder, Miss Graham.
Yes. A murder which took place some 15 years ago. Until it's solved, I'm afraid I can't find any peace and happiness in my own life.
Miss Graham, I think you'd better give Mr. Valentine all the facts from the beginning.
Well, there was only one person who was close to me in the whole world. My cousin Laura. We became orphans about the same time, and for years we were inseparable. And then she got married, and this scoundrel murdered her, and he's off somewhere grinning about it right now.
Well, Miss Graham, if what you say is true, this sounds like a case for the police.
Oh, the police. They consider me their personal cross to bear. They've been listening to my story for the past 15 years. The kinder ones simply say I'm pitched in the head.
But if they feel there's nothing can be done, I don't know how much help I can give you.
But I tell you, Laura was murdered. I refuse to believe that she and her husband entered into a suicide pact. It's ridiculous.
Suicide pact? But I thought her husband was the murderer. If he's dead, too...
Well, according to the police files, Laura and her husband, James Cartwright, committed suicide together. Drove their car off a lonely pier into the ocean.
Oh, how awful.
Their bodies were never found on account of the tides. The only things that were found along the shore were one of Laura's shoes and her handbag.
Was there a suicide note?
Yes, it was found on Laura's night table. It said that she and Cartwright ran through all the money her parents had left her. They couldn't stand the prospect of just grubbing along.
Well, frankly, Miss Graham, I don't see how I fit into all this.
Look. There, on the financial page, with yesterday's journal.
Oh. See the place, Juan Palos, South American millionaire.
Now, this is supposed to be Juan Palos, executive vice president of the Los Altos gold mine. He's here in the States for a directors' meeting.
Well, what about it, Miss Graham?
I believe this man to be James Cartwright.
You do?
I met Laura's husband only once in my life, and that was quite enough. But I still say this could be Cartwright.
Well, now, isn't that taking a lot for granted, Miss Graham? It's been 15 years. So many men look alike.
It was the name Los Altos that caught my attention. You see, Mr. Valentine, all during those few months they were married, Cartwright somehow arranged to send most of Laura's money out of the country to a town named Los Altos in South America. Some legal hocus-pocus with a shyster lawyer.
How do you know all this?
Well, I checked with a private detective. That's where the trail ended 15 years ago.
As I get it, you feel James Cartwright married your cousin for her money, then somehow, very skillfully, he stripped her of it.
Oh, it was all very neat. Laura's signature was on every withdrawal, no doubt about that.
And then you feel he killed her in what was supposed to be a suicide pact.
Cartwright loved himself too much to commit suicide. He was too handsome, too arrogant. And he knew they didn't run out of money. He just had it planted where he could pick it up.
Well, I just can't go up to this Mr. Palos and ask him to bare his life to me.
I know. And that's why I'm willing to tell you. I don't even have a picture of Cartwright. And there isn't a set of his fingerprints anywhere. He saw to that.
Well, then I
just want you to meet this Mr. Palos. See if he doesn't make the one little slip that'll prove I'm right about it.
What do you mean?
If this man is James Cartwright, he won't be able to resist anything that has to do with cards.
Cards?
Not only was he a gambler, but he prided himself on the tricks he could do with cards. All sorts of sleight of hand.
Mm-hmm. Charming fellow to play cards with.
Oh, I know if you go about it right, Mr. Valentine. You'll be able to make him give himself away.
Appeal to the card sharp in him, huh? Well, we could give it a try.
I must be sure. There's one last time. I can't find any peace in my heart. I can't pick up my own life unless I'm sure I haven't failed Laura. I loved her very much.
Of course.
James Cartwright was a beast. He made life a nightmare for Laura, deliberately, cruelly.
How do you mean?
He got a perverse pleasure out of hurting her. She was a high-strung, sensitive girl. She was afraid of the dark, for instance. When we were little girls, if we were left in the dark, she'd run out of the room, screaming. Cartwright would pull cute little tricks, like putting all the lights out. All sorts of things like that.
Well, Miss Graham, it's a long shot. But if it'll make you feel any better, I'll see what I can do. I don't put much stock in all this, Angel.
But if it will put her mind at rest, it's surely worth a try.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mr. Valentine, wait.
Oh, Paul Henridge, isn't it?
Yes. I want you to stop checking into this business with Mr. Palos.
Well, now, I was under the impression Miss Graham wanted that to be a private matter.
I was eavesdropping. Not ashamed to admit it.
Well, you certainly should be.
Here. Here, Valentine, take this check.
Oh, that's a pretty check. What am I supposed to do to earn it?
Tell Felicity that Palos isn't Cartwright.
Well, now, look, he probably isn't, friend, but at least I'm going to try and make sure.
Valentine, I want to marry Felicity. If she's convinced Laura and her husband did commit suicide, I think she'll finally say yes to me. I don't want to take even the smallest chance of Palos being Cartwright.
I understand how you feel, Henrich, but I do have an obligation to my client.
You'll be a sorry man, Valentine, if you don't listen to me.
I guess it's just a chance I'll have to take. Yeah, I hear you, Johnson. She's been bothering you before, year after year. And the answer's still suicide, huh? No doubt about the handwriting on the suicide note. Okay, thanks a lot.
George, the cablegram from that detective agency in Buenos Aires is here.
Oh, good. Read it.
The Palaces are respectable members of South American society. Senor Palos struck it rich at the Los Altos gold mine about 15 years ago. Married a lady from the States.
Struck it rich about 15 years ago. Uh-huh. Oh, but it is such a shame. We are friends of Senor and Senora Palos. And now we miss them, eh?
That's right, sir. They checked out this morning.
Darling, giving us young man $10 for being so helpful and telling us where the Palaces went.
But, madam, I didn't.
Women, eh, my young friend?
Yes, women. They went up to the mountaintop ski lodge to rest up from doing nothing.
Take a card, Brooksie.
Stop with that accent.
All right. Take a card, then.
No, not again.
Again.
It's bad enough I have to do all the driving.
But I have to do a little practicing on card tricks.
Yeah, I know.
Go on. Go. Take a card.
Okay.
3 of diamonds.
Close. Queen of spades.
Well, it's still a few miles to the ski lodge. I'll probably learn.
Mr. and Mrs. Palos are at the table by the window.
Thanks, waiter. Here you are. Buy yourself an annuity.
Thank you, sir.
George, people are looking.
Well, I gotta get into the role of Georgie Valentine, boy life of the party. Come on.
Okay, Georgie.
Well, honey, look at these 2 people sitting here by themselves. I bet they're as lonely as we are.
I beg your pardon.
I bet they'd like company, too.
Really?
Oh, just a minute, my dear. Let's see what the gentleman wants.
Well, when me and the wife here walked in, we said right off, I bet you these 2 people are just like us. Hate to eat alone.
That's just what my husband said. How interesting.
So we decided to come over and rescue you. Sit down, Claire. Oh, yeah, I want you to meet my wife, Mr.
Palos. Juan Palos and Mrs. Palos.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. Valentine is the name. I travel in women's dresses.
You...
Yes. Always gets a salesman. I sell women's dresses, yeah. What's your line?
Gold.
Just gold?
Gold.
How nice for you.
Juan, it's really getting quite late.
Oh, we have time, Doris.
Well, Mr. Palos, I'm glad to meet another businessman who knows how to take things easy, how to relax. I bet anything you have a hobby, too.
Why, yes. Skiing, of course. Mountain climbing.
Oh, yeah. Well, fine. But I have a hobby I carry around with me. Makes me the life of the party wherever I go.
I'm sure you don't need a hobby like to do that, Mr. Valentine.
You're right, dearie.
Yeah, but a hobby sure helps. Here, you see these cards? Go on now, pick a card.
Well,
no, go ahead. Go on.
All right.
All right. Don't show me now.
No?
5 of hearts.
I'm afraid not. King of clubs.
But looky here. I take a whole deck of cards, and by flipping them up in the air like that, I shuffle a whole deck.
Oh, Georgie, they all fell.
Here, let me.
Oh, sure. Go ahead, Mr. Palos. If you want to show me how it should be done.
I? Show you? Oh, senor, when it comes to things like this, I am, all thumbs. I would be no help at all.
Oh.
I merely wanted to help you pick up the cards.
Poor Georgie and his card tricks.
I don't know about you, Juan, but I've had enough of this. I'm going upstairs.
Very well, Doris. It's been very nice meeting you, Mr. Valentine. It's too bad about your trick. So sorry I could not help you to make it come out right.
Oh, that's okay.
You know, perhaps you tried too hard. That's a common failing with so many amateurs. Good night.
Not even a little nibble, senor.
Yeah, and I was certainly bad enough.
Well, he's either the wrong man or he's very clever.
Oh, it isn't a question of brains, Brooksie. I counted on instinct. If he were James Cartwright, demon card trickster, I was sure he couldn't resist showing me how the trick should have been done.
Well, what now?
Oh, I don't know. Hey, wait, Brooksie. Suppose I tell Palos who I am and what I'm here for.
Oh, fine. You'll fess up just like that.
Well, it isn't as silly as it sounds. It may turn into a very neat little trap.
But if he is Cartwright, that'll give him all the warning he needs.
You know, Brooksie, they haven't invented a trap yet that'll work without bait. And I'm sure of one thing. I'll make a better piece of cheese than I am a card sharp.
We'll return to tonight's adventure of George Valentine in just a moment. Maybe you've noticed when you drive into a standard station or independent Chevron gas station that your car saver had a brand new tire set up in front of the station or in the window. It's the safer, longer mileage Atlas tire. Atlas tires have wide, flat treads that put more rubber on the road and give you better traction. They're thick treads with good, deep grooves and hundreds of tough anti-skid edges. And mighty important is the written warranty that you get when you buy an Atlas tire. 12 months protection against tire damage from any road hazard. A warranty that's honored by more than 38,000 Atlas dealers from coast to coast and in Canada. You can buy Atlas tires on convenient budget terms, charge them if you have a Chevron National Credit Card, and get a liberal trade-in on your present tires, too. An inspection will show whether or not your present tires are safe. Drive in soon and ask your car saver to give you all the facts on the many safety features of the Atlas tire. Then you'll know why he's proud to put such a tire out front in his station. And you'll know why Atlas tires are out front with motorists all over the West. Remember, the men to see for safe, sure Atlas tires are the car savers at independent Chevron gas stations and standard stations where they say and mean, we take better care of your car. You're hired by a determined little spinster lady, Miss Felicity Graham, to try and solve a murder mystery more than 15 years old. Your specific assignment is to prove to your own satisfaction whether a South American millionaire, Juan Palos, is or is not James Cartwright. Yes, the same James Cartwright who presumably died in a suicide pact with Felicity's cousin Laura. Up to now, you've gotten nowhere. So if your name is George Valentine, you decide on the most direct approach possible. You're going to walk right up and tell Senor Palos your suspicions.
Before we go in to see the Palaces, George, you've got to tell me what you want with my compact.
I just wanted to make a nice, noticeable bulge in the pocket of my jacket.
You could tell me why.
I haven't got time.
Yeah? Oh, Senor Valentine, the card tricks man.
Yeah, well, that's what I came over to explain, Mr. Palos. That is, if we may come in.
Well, of course. Has your husband been practicing, Mr. Valentine?
Well, he's been cooking up something.
Juan, who's at the door? Oh. Juan, darling, we must be dressed for dinner, and I'm sure that these people...
Please, Mrs. Palos, this won't take long. The truth is, I'm not a traveling salesman. This is my secretary, Miss Brooks. And the reason I'm up here at the lodge is to find out if you're a murderer, Mr. Palos.
What?
Juan, call the manager at once. This man is a raving lunatic.
Think fast, oh mighty brother of Dick Tracy.
Well, the suspected murderer, Mr. Palos, was supposed to have practically had an obsession about card tricks. So if he had been you, he would have given himself away when I did that card trick so badly.
Must we listen to any more of this fantastic story?
No, but I find this rather intriguing, my dear. Just why did you suspect me, Mr. Valentine?
The trail of the murderer led to South America. To Los Altos, to be exact. It was lost there.
Oh, my dear fellow. There are more than 1,000 people in Los Altos. Fully more than half of them work for my company, as a matter of fact.
Well, I came to apologize. It was a bad hunch, poorly played.
You should apologize. Forcing yourself on us in the dining room, lying to us.
Yeah, I know, especially when it was all so unnecessary.
I'm glad to see I've been exonerated.
Now, that's not exactly what I meant.
What is that?
I mean, I now have a concrete way to solve this case. In my pocket, I have the lovely heart-shaped compact that was found in the dead lady's handbag.
Really?
Yeah, strange how everybody overlooks such a glaring piece of evidence at the time. But sometimes it happens that way.
What in the world are you talking about?
Well, as soon as I get back to town, I'm going to have an expert check on this compact, and I think I can prove it was murder.
Oh, well, good luck, Valentine. And be sure to let me know about the solution when you find it. I shall be most interested.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. George, I haven't the slightest idea
Hey, wait,
what
Angel.
you're trying...
Hey, you.
That man! That's Paul Henry!
Yeah, you. Henrich, wait. Don't you know it's impolite not to answer when somebody's talking to you?
Let go of me, Valentine.
Not until you answer a couple of questions.
I warned you not to interfere.
Well, Mr. Henrich, welcome to Mountaintop Lodge.
So you've been eavesdropping again, eh, friend?
Yes, and again, I don't apologize for it. I'll kill you if you don't stop meddling.
It's not fair, Buster. You didn't say put him up and fight like a man.
I'm not going to let Felicity find out. I don't care if this Juan Palos did kill me.
Okay, if you must play rough. Ow! Come on, Angel, let's get out of here. Now go on up to your room, Brooksie, and get dolled up for dinner.
But if Paulus is Cartwright, he'll move heaven and earth to get this silly compact.
Well, it's just a long shot, but at least I'll feel we did what we could for Miss Graham. Now go on, scoot.
Okay, darling, I'll see you later. Be careful.
Yeah, I'll keep my back to the wall and the lights on. If there are any fireworks, I want to see who sets them off. No, might as well shake. Hey, who's that?
Oh!
I didn't get a chance to put the light on. In the wall. It must have fallen right on my head.
Please, darling, sit still.
And I don't have an enemy in the world, huh?
Maybe it was a dear friend who did this.
All I know is it was a he. I heard his footsteps. And the way he hit me, I know it was. Oh, sure. I see the compact is gone.
And we found out what we wanted. He is Cartwright.
Yeah, the long-lost Cartwright.
Aren't you going to tell the police so they can really dig into Senor Palos' past?
Yeah. But first we're going down to the dining room and intrude on the palace's privacy once more.
But why?
Furthermore, we're going to make believe this little accident up here never happened.
I'm certainly not going to break bread with a man who nearly broke your head.
I know it doesn't make much sense, Angel, but that's what we have to do. Hearty appetite, folks.
Well, Mr. Valentine and Miss Brooks.
I thought you said you were leaving.
Well, Mrs. Palos, I was out for a little while, but I'm back again, big as life.
There's Mr. Hendricks to get at that table.
Everybody's here. May we join you, folks?
Really, don't you think
Thank you, Mrs. Palos. We will sit down.
Please do.
And since this is our last meeting, I insist on trying one more card trick. Oh, waiter, you'll be ready to help out, won't you?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, indeed.
Good. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for your kind applause. And thank you very much, gentlemen of the orchestra. Your timing was superb.
Juan, people are staring at us.
Well, now, Mr. Valentine, I really must agree with
Thank
my
you,
wife.
Juan. It's about time.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to show you a very spectacular card trick, which will have special meaning to one particular person in here. Since it depends entirely on the element of surprise, I will now ask that the room be plunged into total darkness. Okay, waiter. That's fine.
Doris, wait. Everything is all right.
What made her do it, George? That was horrible.
Come on, Brooksie. Let's get up to the Palace's suite.
Doris, please let me in, darling. There is nothing to be frightened about.
Well, perhaps she'd let me come in and help her.
What are you two doing here? Haven't you done enough?
I know how you feel, but if
Why did you have to do that?
Well, that's what I must explain.
I don't care about your explanation. I don't want to hear them. Just, please help me. We must get in there. Help me, Valentine.
Okay.
Doris!
Not here.
Doris, where are you? Please, Doris. Oh, Doris. No, she's gone. The back door is open and she's gone. All I can find is this note.
Read it, then.
Lie I've been living is over. And in a way, I am glad. I don't know how you guessed my secret, Valentine. But this to you, Valentine. What does this mean?
You'd better finish it.
I am Laura Cartwright, and I killed my husband 15 years ago. What is that?
George.
He drove me to it, and I planned it so carefully. Sending the money out of the country, planting the evidence, and then going to Los Altos to live. I found real happiness there with you, Juan. But this would have been the end for us anyway. So goodbye. Doris? Doris killed a man? The man you were looking for? No, this is all so mixed up. I know.
Mr. Valentine. Mr. Valentine, may I see you a minute, please?
Oh, yeah, sure. Excuse us.
Mrs. Palos, it's terrible. I saw her.
In the dining room, I know.
No, outside. She was trying to drive away in her husband's car in such a hurry.
Yeah.
She lost control and went over the side of the mountain. Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah, it is horrible.
Well, the manager wanted to know if you would break the news to Mr. Palos.
Yeah, I guess so. And then there's still something to be done to help the living.
To ensure the best performance of modern automobile engines, our scientists subjected hundreds of motor oils to grueling laboratory and road tests. Even atomic energy was used. Atomically treated piston rings in test cars showed engine wear as it occurred. The result was heavy-duty RPM, a motor oil that, compared to premium-type oils, as designated by the American Petroleum Institute, doubles engine life between major overhauls due to lubrication. So if you're not already using this oil, switch over now to heavy-duty RPM and get top protection for your car. Ask for heavy-duty RPM motor oil at independent Chevron gas stations and standard stations where they say and mean we take better care of your car.
Well, darling, what did Lieutenant Johnson say?
You know, he's a nice guy, Brooksie. If there's a way of keeping the truth about Laura from Felicity, Graham, he'll find it.
Oh, yes, it's much better that way. She can now find some happiness with Paul Hendricks.
I should be sore at Paul for slugging me and taking away that worthless compact. But I guess people in love deserve some consideration.
George, how did you ever suspect Mrs. Pallas at all? We were so definitely looking for a man.
Well, because it was a man who knocked me out.
Huh?
Yeah, not a woman. And only the murderer knew for sure that the compact didn't mean anything. So why do anything about getting it from me?
But that's only a small thing.
But I started to think. Looking at it objectively, it was much easier for Doris than her husband to send that money out of the country. And it was her shoe and handbag that were found. And the note about the suicide pact. That was in her handwriting, remember?
And she was an American who came to Los Altos and married Palos some 15 years ago.
Uh-huh. Still, I had to make sure. And I remembered what Felicity said about Doris's fear of the dark.
Like I always said, George, you don't miss anything.
Uh-huh. Say, what time is it anyway?
I wonder. Of course, that great big round object over our head might help.
Huh?
No police headquarters is complete without it.
Well, at least you can't say the clock was right under my nose.
No, darling. It was just over your head.
Tonight's transcribed adventure of George Valentine has been brought to you by Standard Oil Company of California on behalf of independent Chevron gas stations and standard stations throughout the West. Robert Bailey is starred as George with Virginia Gregg as Brooksie. Let George Do It was written by David Victor and Jackson Gillis and directed by Kenneth Webb. Lorene Tuttle was heard as Felicity, Larry Dobkin as Palos, Lee Patrick as Mrs. Palos, Bill Boucher as Paul, and Victor Rodman as the waiter. The music was composed and presented by Eddie Dunstetter. Your announcer, John Heaston. Listen again next week, same time, same station, to Let George Do It. You can do something about cancer. Strike back at this dread disease by joining the Cancer Crusade of the American Cancer Society. Help support its vital scientific research program, education program, and service to the cancer patient. Cancer strikes 1 in 5.
Give generously to the American Cancer Society. Mail your contribution today to Cancer, care of Postmaster. Let George Do It is heard overseas through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. This is the Mutual Don Lee Broadcasting System.
Welcome back. I'm not certain this was one of his better plans for solving the crime, given the result. Now, it just seems that there may have been another way, or if he was going to go the same way, he could have called Lieutenant Johnson and said, hey, I'm going to, I think I may be about to solve that murder, or in some other ways made sure that she was unable to bolt from the scene of the action. Sometimes it does seem that fictional detectives may go just a little bit too far in their desire for a dramatic conclusion, when perhaps it's not necessary, or in this case, helpful with what happened to the killer, but I guess worked out for a happy ending for the client. But more happenstance, because I certainly don't think George planned on her throwing herself to her death. All right, well, that'll do it, or in the car accident, I should say, perishing in the car accident. But that'll actually do it for today. Join us back here next week for another episode of Let George Do It. And then tomorrow, be sure and listen for Sherlock Holmes. Well, today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. Thank you so much for your support. Well, now it's time for today's episode of Sherlock Holmes, and this one's called The Adventure of the Unfortunate Valet.
From New York City, the makers of Clippercraft clothes for men and more than 1,200 leading retail stores from coast to coast present that immortal character created by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the world's most famous detective, Sherlock Holmes, starring John Stanley. This week's story, The Adventure of the Unfortunate Valet.
Quick, Watson, the test tube.
Here you are, Holmes.
Now, we pour this solution in the contents of this beaker, and... Aha! You see the cloudy white precipitate?
I do indeed. What does it mean, Holmes?
Death, Watson. The slow, creeping, and malicious death.
We're at the door of Dr. John Watson's study, and we're about to hear another of his adventures with the fabulous Sherlock Holmes.
Well, good evening, Mr. Harris.
Good evening, Dr. Watson. I see you're just adding your signature to a new memoir.
Yes, Mr. Harris. This particular adventure took my friend Holmes and me out of London for a few days to the historic English Shrine of Learning, Cambridge University.
Sounds interesting, Dr. Watson. What's this adventure called?
I call it The Adventure of the Unfortunate Valet, Mr. Harris. As soon as you have regaled our audience on the merits of Clippercraft clothes, I shall be very happy to recount it to you.
Spring, as they say, is just round the corner. That means you're going to want to celebrate with a new spring suit. It's like a tonic for that worn-out winter feeling. And you can get it without spending a fortune in a Clippercraft suit. Because the new Clippercraft suits for spring are styled to make you look your best. Broad-shouldered, trim-waisted, the athletic look. And the price for all this super tailoring and workmanship is as welcome as spring itself. You pay only $45 for a pure worsted Clippercraft suit. And if you shop around and compare values, you'll find your Clippercraft suit has all the workmanship, the new pattern effects, and the quality materials of suits costing many dollars more. And while you're choosing your Clippercraft suit, take a look at Clippercraft top coats in all wool, gabardine, or covert. Only $40 to $47.50. Yes, Clippercraft clothes make you feel like a million, look like a million, and still leave you money to spare.
And now, Dr. Watson, what about the adventure of the unfortunate Valet?
As I said, Mr. Harris, it began at Cambridge, seat of one of Britain's greatest universities. A quiet place of mellow buildings and green lawns. And specifically, it began in the area of Keyes College, the medical college of the university. Holmes and I became involved because of my old friendship with Ashley Webb, professor of anatomy at that college. But actually, the story began at the home of Dr. Charles Stanhope of the medical faculty, who at the moment was engaged in a violent quarrel with his wife.
I tell you, Alicia, you've got to stop seeing so much of Professor Webb. The whole university is beginning to talk about it, and the faculty, too.
Oh, they are they? Well, let me tell you something, my dear Charles. There is nothing between Ashley and myself.
Oh, so it's Ashley now, is it? Alicia, for the last time, I forbid you to see Professor Webb.
Oh, you do you? Well, I shall see him all I please. He's a fine man, and I'll not let you dictate to me. I'll leave you first.
You don't mean that, my dear.
Oh, yes, I do. That frightens you, doesn't it, Charles? You're very clever, dear boy. You married money. But if I leave you, who'll pay your gambling debts in London?
Alicia!
They'll sack you from the faculty when they find out about your debts, won't they, Charles? You'll be ruined, disgraced. And if I leave you, I'll change my will, naturally. You won't get a shilling. Well, Charles, now are you going to be nice to me?
Oh, Very well, Alicia.
Thank you, darling. And since I'm going to have a few things to say around here from now on, there's one wish I want you to attend to immediately.
Yes?
I want you to discharge that new valet of yours, Briggs.
Discharge Briggs? But why?
I simply cannot stand the sight of the fellow. He acts so furtive, and he looks pale and ill. Get rid of him at once, Charles.
Your bath is ready, Dr. Stanhope.
Oh, Briggs, never mind the bath. I want to talk to you.
Yes, sir?
My wife thinks you look pale, ill. You're feeling well enough?
Why, I think so, sir.
Do you ever have pains in your chest?
Well, sometimes, sir.
From observing your eyes and the pallor of your skin, it could be symptoms of...
Of what, Dr. Stanhope?
Oh, it's probably nothing, Briggs, nothing at all. Still, we can't be too careful, can we? Suppose we step in my laboratory while I give you a complete physical examination. All right, Briggs. You may put on your shirt now.
Dr. Stanhope, what is it, sir?
I'm sorry, Briggs. Terribly sorry. But you've got only a few months to live.
A few months?
A year at the most.
Dr. Stanhope, you're sure?
Positive. My examination has been conclusive. It's your heart, Briggs. There's a severe weakness in the heart wall. An aneurysm, we call it.
A few months to live.
I'm sorry.
A few months walking a tightrope. Never know what moment will be the last. Waiting to die in your sleep, maybe. Wondering whether you'll drop dead in the street. Oh, Dr. Stanhope, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. What'll I do? What'll I do?
Well, for one thing, Briggs, I promise you there won't be any pain. I'll give you a special medicine for that. As for the few months of life you have, I would suggest that you live.
Live? How?
To the full, Briggs. Have the things you could never afford before. Wine, women, and song. Wear the best clothes, go to the theaters, the music halls. Live a lifetime in a few months.
Who's there? Who's in my room? No. No!
So they're holding you here at the police station? The charge of murdering Alicia Stanhope. Eh, Webb?
Yes, John. And believe me, I'm grateful that you should remember our old professional friendship and brought Mr. Holmes here to Cambridge.
Professor Webb, I must say that on the evidence it would appear that you are guilty, and that we're wasting our time.
Holmes!
However, let us review the facts. Alicia Stanhope was found murdered in your home last night, while her husband, Dr. Stanhope, was presumably traveling on the continent.
Yes. Yes, that is true, Mr. Holmes. I I had gone out for a long walk, and when I came home, she was there. The police believe... Well, they believe I stabbed her in an amorous quarrel. But they lie, I tell you, they lie!
I must confine myself to a healthy skepticism, my dear Professor. At least until I'm able to interrogate Dr. Stanhope, who I understand is hastening back to England from the continent. Come, Watson.
Yes, Holmes? Where?
To the home of Professor Webb here. The official police have not yet removed the body, and I should like to form my own conclusions. Observe, Watson. Alicia Stanhope was stabbed 3 times in the region of the heart. Doesn't that convey anything to you?
I cannot say it does.
Oh, come, man. You're being obtuse. It's like a signpost on an open road.
Holmes, you mean you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly, Watson, but I know who he is not.
Eh? But...
Observe again, my dear fellow. Although Alicia Stanhope was presumably stabbed on this couch, there's no sign of blood on the covering.
Jove, Holmes, you're right.
Quite. A most peculiar phenomenon, Watson. Now, suppose we explore the garden adjacent to this room. Look, Watson. There are footprints here in the soil of the garden. Note how they go down into that steep gully and disappear in the underbrush.
Yes, Holmes. There seem to be 2 sets of footprints. One going toward the window, one moving away.
Quite. And they prove, Watson, that the killer carried the dead woman into Professor Webb's house and left her there.
How'd you know that?
Oh, it's elementary, my dear fellow. The tracks leading to the window are of a deeper imprint. Hence, the killer was carrying a heavy burden. On the return journey, as you see, the footprints are lighter. Therefore, he had been relieved of his burden.
Jove, Holmes, you're right.
Yes.
Oh, what is it, Holmes?
This gully proceeds in the rear of several houses along the street here. And I shouldn't be surprised if one of them belongs to Dr. Charles Stanhope.
Holmes, I hope you realize we're breaking and entering Dr. Stanhope's premises.
I cannot be concerned with legal quibbling now, Watson. It's obvious now that Alicia Stanhope must have been murdered here, carried out to the garden, down along the gully, and from there into Professor Webb's house.
Rather a restless corpse, I must say. Oh, there seems to be a small servant room here.
Yes. It's been vacated very recently.
What is it, Holmes?
Note, Watson, the spoon on this shelf. It's covered with a light film of what seems to be some medical preparation. And it proves beyond all doubt that someone was here last night.
How'd you know that?
Because the film on the spoon is still fresh and damp. It hasn't had a chance to evaporate.
Holmes, someone's just come in.
What's the meaning of this? Who are you?
We might address the same question to you, sir.
Oh, you might, eh? But it just happens I am Dr. Charles Stanhope. And this is my house.
Well, Dr. Watson, this is certainly an exciting adventure. And what happened after that?
I shall be delighted to reveal the rest of the story to you, Mr. Harris, as soon as you've told our audience some pertinent facts regarding Clippercraft clothes.
You know, men, good style doesn't have to cost you a lot of money. You can be the best-dressed man in any crowd and stay within your budget when you buy Clippercraft clothes. A new spring Clippercraft worsted suit at $45, or a Clippercraft topcoat from $40 to $47.50 has the styling and the quality that you usually expect only in clothes that cost many dollars more. Now, that's because more than 1,200 friendly independent merchants from coast to coast pool their tremendous buying power to make Clippercraft's amazing values possible. In Clippercraft clothes, you get all the quality workmanship traditional of New England. New England, the home of the famous Clipper ships, from which Clippercraft clothes take their name. And Clippercraft clothes are sold by established businessmen whose business it is to give you honest value. That's why men who know insist on Clippercraft clothes bearing the Clippercraft label. So be sure to visit the Clippercraft store in your city.
These leading stores in the metropolitan area are proud to add their names to Clippercraft in your suits and topcoats. In Manhattan, Saks 34th, Broadway at 34th, John Wanamaker Men's Stores, Broadway at 8th and 67 Liberty Street. In Brooklyn, Abraham and Strauss. In Newark, New Jersey, Boulevard Men's Shop, Kresge, Newark. And in Jamaica, the B&B Clothes Shop, 16408 Jamaica Avenue.
Dr. Watson, Dr. Watson, you were relating to us the adventure of the unfortunate Valet.
So I was, Mr. Harris, so I was. Dr. Stanhope had come into his house with his baggage, and he was stained with the dust of travel. But when we introduced ourselves, he immediately abandoned his idea of turning us over to the local police and became more tractable. He explained that he'd only just that moment returned from his trip to the continent, that he had not yet seen the body of his wife. But he was quite sure as to her murder.
It was Professor Webb, Mr. Holmes. Ashley Webb. He killed her. It couldn't have been anyone else. He was mad about her, wanted her to leave me, and he killed her when she refused.
Then, Dr. Stanhope, how does it happen that your wife, Alicia, was found at Professor Webb's house?
I don't know, Mr. Holmes. I'm sure that he had some power over her. Blackmail, possibly. Perhaps Alicia had to go to his house. Perhaps she had no choice. I don't know.
I'm afraid, Dr. Stanhope, this affair will provide a holiday for the gossip mongers.
Dr. Stanhope, a question.
Yes?
Were there any servants on the premises while you were abroad?
Well, no. I did have a valet named Briggs, but he left my service a week ago.
May we ask why?
Well, he was in ill health, Dr. Watson. Very bad heart condition. A severe aneurysm, in fact. Poor fellow had only a few months to live.
I see. And where might we find this fellow Briggs?
I believe you can find him at the Carlton Hotel in London.
Well, Holmes, I confess I'm puzzled.
Indeed? Why, Watson?
Well, we telegraphed the customs at Dover, found that Dr. Stanhope did not pass through until this morning.
Yes?
Therefore, he couldn't have murdered his wife last night back in Cambridge. Well, I hate to say it, Holmes.
But you think Professor Webb might be guilty after all?
Well, yes.
Rubbish.
Eh?
A single glance at the corpse was sufficient to exonerate Professor Webb.
Yes, but how?
Remember, the killer plunged the blade into the victim's body 3 times in the area of the heart. But, Watson, consider that Webb is a professor of anatomy. If he were the assassin, he'd obviously know how to find the heart with one swift blow.
Jove, Holmes, you're right.
Quite. But how can a valet live in splendor at a first-class hotel like the Carlton? And secondly, how could a man with a severe heart aneurysm carry a heavy body along a strenuous path, up and down a steep gully?
Yes, Elmer. More champagne, dearie.
Thank you, Jackie.
Nothing like the old bubbly, is there?
Right.
Ah, the old bubbly makes a man forget. That's what it does. Well, drink up, Selma. Drink up.
Oh, Briggsy, you're a real sporting gentleman.
Think so?
I should say, a real top. The suite at the Carlton and dinner and squab at the cafe and all the champagne there is.
And plenty more bubbly where that come from. All the champagne you can drink, dearie. You and me are going to do a lot of living, we are. You'll have pretty frocks, and we'll go to the races and the music halls and live like royalty. Come on, drink up more of the bubbly.
Briggsy, someone's coming over to our table.
Who?
Well, I don't know, a couple of men.
I beg your pardon. Your name is Briggs?
That's right. And who may you be?
This is Dr. Watson, and my name is Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes? What do you want?
Briggs, we understand that you were valet to Dr. Charles Stanhope. As you no doubt know, his wife has been murdered. We should like to ask you a few questions.
Would you? Would you indeed? Well, I don't know nothing, see? I give up my post with the Stanhopes a week ago. And as for a nib's good riddance, I says.
Now, look here, Briggs.
Watson.
Yes, sir?
Suppose we question this fellow another time. He seems to be in no condition to make sober answers at the moment.
Well, Holmes, we didn't seem to find out much from this Briggs fellow.
Oh, on the contrary, Watson, we did.
What do you mean?
Our friend Briggs, my dear fellow, happens to be an ex-convict.
Eh? How'd you know that?
Oh, it's elementary, Watson. The pallor of his face was characteristic of long confinement. And his hands proved the point even more.
His hands?
Yes, the kind of scarred hands any convict might acquire in the jute workshop of a prison. And speaking of prisons, Watson,
yes?
Our next step is to find which institution harbored Briggs as its guest. And after that, it would be most interesting to examine the fellow's medical record. Watson, look here. An interesting medical report. Very.
What do you mean?
According to the physician's report here at Newgate Prison, there's nothing wrong with Briggs's heart. Note, the report is marked excellent, and this is as recent as 6 months ago when Briggs was released.
Yes, but that doesn't make sense.
Oh, on the contrary, Watson, it does. You had the spoon we found in the servants' quarters at the Stanhope house? The spoon with a film of medicine on it?
Yes, I wrapped it in a piece of paper, put it in my pocket. But what now, Holmes?
Back to Baker Street. Back to Baker Street to conduct a chemical experiment. Quick, Watson, the test tube.
Here you are, Holmes.
Now, we pour this solution in the contents of this beaker and... You see this cloudy white precipitate?
Yes, I do indeed. What does it mean, Holmes?
Death, Watson. A slow, creeping, and malicious death. Quick, my dear fellow, get your hat. We must get to the Carlton Hotel at once.
The Carlton?
Precisely, to have another talk with a valet called Briggs. Well, Briggs, there's the evidence as I've related it to you. You murdered Alicia Stanhope at the instigation of her husband, Charles.
You still deny it, Briggs?
Deny it? No. Why should I? You got me dead to rights. And what do I care? I'm going to die anyway soon. I got a bad heart, I have. And I'll cheat the hangman's noose before it's time.
Briggs, I'm afraid you've been played for a fool. Huh?
Yes, your heart's in excellent condition. As strong as an ox.
That's a lie.
Not according to an examination given you by the Newgate prison physician not 6 months ago.
But, Dr. Stanhope, it's his diagnosis.
He duped you and deceived you, Briggs. He lied to you about your heart, bribed you with money, and used you as a tool. You thought that with a severe heart condition you had nothing to lose. But you were wrong.
Stanhope! So, he lied to me. He lied.
You carried Alicia Stanhope's body from your house to Professor Webb's up and down a steep gully. A fatal effort for a man with your alleged condition. That led me to question the diagnosis from the start.
And I could have lived, a free man, without murder on my hands. And Stanhope, he even gave me medicine for my heart.
Exactly, but that medicine happened to be a slow and insidious poison, Briggs. Stanhope wanted to get rid of you after you'd done your work. And you would have died soon, just as he promised.
I see.
Holmes, look out! He's got a
Don't
revolver!
move, either of you. Don't try anything. You're not going to take me in. Not yet. Not until I keep an appointment with a certain gentleman. He just come to London from Cambridge. And I know you'll be glad to see me.
Oh, Briggs, Why, what on earth...
Hello, Stanhope.
What the devil? You're carrying a revolver.
You've got a bad heart, Briggs. Remember what you told me, Doctor? With a straight face, too, remember? I'm sorry, Briggs. It's bad news. You've got but a few months to live.
Now, Briggs...
You
listen.
lied to me. You cheated me. Made me kill for your dirty money. The £1,000 you gave me. And then you tried to poison me with your medicine. Didn't you, Doctor?
Now, wait a minute.
Hey, get away from that desk. Don't reach for that gun. But I still got time to send you to... I'll make sure of it. Remember, Doctor, you told me I didn't have long to live. You're right. You're right. But this time, it's better this way than dangling on the end of a rope.
Briggs! Briggs!
I saw him coming here, Watson. But those shots were...
Holmes. Good Lord. They're both dead.
Yes, Watson. We're too late. But note how justice has been done. They both have a bullet through the heart.
Well, Dr. Watson, that was certainly an unusual adventure.
Thank you, Mr. Harris. Oh, I almost forgot one thing.
Yes, Dr. Watson?
A subsequent investigation of Dr. Stanhope's background revealed that he was not entitled to practice medicine at all. He had cleverly kept this secret for many years.
See. But now, what about next week's case, Dr. Watson?
Well, next week I shall relate to you the adventure of the elusive agent. It concerns an interrupted honeymoon, the odor of a rare tobacco, and a strange new British invention which made a dramatic appearance during World War I.
The makers of Clippercraft clothes and more than 1,200 stores from coast to coast have brought you another in the new series of broadcasts featuring the world's most famous detective, Sherlock Holmes. Our stories are based upon the character Sherlock Holmes created by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and the program is produced and directed by Basil Loughrane. Sherlock Holmes is played by John Stanley, Dr. Watson by George Spelman. This week's story was written by Max Ehrlich, with special music by Albert Berman. If you don't know your Clippercraft dealer, write Clippercraft, 200 Fifth Avenue, New York City. The Red Cross is always ready, always there. You too can act and help through the Red Cross 1949 Fund. Be sure to listen next week to Sherlock Holmes in The Adventure of the Elusive Agent. This is Cy Harris speaking for Clippercraft Clothes. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
Welcome back. Well, one thing that this season does seem to do, and this episode we heard today is kind of an illustration of that, is play episodes that really seem to, the strength of the episode's not so much the mystery or the chase of Sherlock Holmes. Rather, it's the sensationalization of the characters, of the crime, and of what is actually being proposed. And it was quite popular. A lot of true crime type stories, not detective stories, and also episodes of shows like Suspense. They would have episodes that focused on sensational crimes. And certainly this sort of thing did have its popularity in the golden age of radio. I'm not a particular fan of this type of story, but it did seem to play pretty well with the audiences back then as Sherlock Holmes's overall ratings increased. Now the next series is not so much a sensational crime story, much more experimental when you get into the elusive agent. We're going to hold off on that particular serial for just a while longer yet, though. I'm going to wait while we have a couple episodes after that elusive agent saga, then which is a 3-parter, and then we'll play an episode we skipped, the Blue Carbuncle, and then we'll come back to the elusive agent. So we will get to all the episodes this season. We're just going to skip around a little bit. We have a total of 13 programs left in this particular series, and a total of 30 episodes with Sherlock Holmes. We'll have a couple other things we're going to do after this particular series is over. All right, well, that will do it for today. Join us tomorrow for yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and then join us on next Thursday for another episode of Sherlock Holmes. Well, I do want to let you know that we have a new ebook out. It's called What Made the Golden Age Shine. In it, I examine what's so unique, special, and attractive about the Golden Age of entertainment. It's about an 8,000-word manifesto. It's available for the Kindle right now. We'll look at making it available for other e-readers in about the next 3 months. And All I Needed to Know I Learned from Columbo is still available. And we've got a whole mess of fiction available. And Tales of the Dim Night, Powerhouse Flies Again, as Digital Stalking suffers. I did a whole post on it at greatdetectives.net. But let's get into today's episode now. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This one is called The Berlin Matter.
One as Johnny Dollar.
Dave Hopkins, Johnny. Camden Life and Fidelity. Got a German visa?
Why, I sleep with it under my pillow, Davy.
If you want, Berlin, your next port of call. Want it?
What's the story, Davy?
It's like this, Johnny. A client of ours, Sam Harvey, category 50,000, 20 paid life. A couple of years ago, Harvey went to Berlin as consulting engineer for a machine tool firm. 6 months ago, he upped his policy from 10 to 50,000.
Good head on his shoulders.
Just listen, huh? Also, he changed beneficiaries from his mother to a woman he married over there.
Well, that's allowed, isn't it, Davy?
Well, maybe, maybe not. Yesterday, we got a cable from Berlin police. Here, Sam Harvey is newly dead in the Rhineland. Well, Johnny?
Okay, Dave, you named it. Berlin.
How about taking a minute or so to talk about seals and fish that have some connection with the government of the United States? Now, that isn't as strange as it sounds. You take the matter of seals, for example. There are two types of seals that are the responsibility of the Secretary of State. First, there's the Great Seal of the United States, which is stamped on all official documents. The Secretary of State makes sure it's always on hand when it's needed. The other kind of seals he takes care of are the ones that swim in the ocean, since it's up to the Secretary to work out agreements with representatives of other countries and let them know how many seals can be caught in what is called international waters and when. The Secretary of State works out similar deals for the catching of fish and lobsters because these agreements are actually treaties. Before they can be put into effect, they have to be approved by 2/3 of the Senate. As a matter of fact, any time our government wants to work out a deal with a foreign country on trade, mutual assistance, fish, seals, or lobsters, it's done by treaty. And all treaties are signed by the President, though some of them aren't drawn up until after the Secretary of State has worked over the rough spots in order to pave the way for prompt ratification. So, just remember, the Secretary of State is a mighty important wheel in the machinery of your United States government.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, Camden Life and Fidelity Company Limited, Camden, New Jersey. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Berlin matter. Expense account item 1, $546.73, airfare and incidentals to Berlin via New York City. Item 2, $3.10, cab fare, Tempelhof Airport, American Zone, to the Waldenstern Hotel, where I registered, sent my luggage to my room, then went on to the red granite pile called Police Headquarters on the Wilhelmstrasse. Here, a sub-lieutenant saw my credentials, listened to my story, and ushered me to the proper Oberlieutenant.
Meissner, Wilhelm Meissner.
I'm Johnny Dollar.
And you wish to know of the death of Sam Harvey, no?
Everything you can tell me.
So, last Tuesday, the body of Herr Harvey was found in the harbor there. Papers he carried made possible his identification, and his being an American national, therefore proper authorities were notified, as well as proper information on proper forms, as well as...
Can I see these forms, Lieutenant?
Of course. Here, as you please.
Thank you. Says here his body was found just north of Spandau. Where's Spandau, Lieutenant?
British zone.
Well, what would Sam Harvey be doing there?
Please.
Well, it says here Sam was employed by Koenig Machine Tool, which it also says here is in the American Zone. So I'd like to know, Lieutenant, if you have any idea what he was doing.
I will show you something. It will make things easier.
Good.
Map of Berlin. French zone, British zone, American, Russian.
Uh-huh.
And here is Spandau, on the harbor there. Above it, north, French zone.
So?
My guess is your Sam Harvey died somewhere in the French zone, was thrown into the harbor river, which current carried him down to here, to the harbor there, where he was found.
But that's only a guess.
Unofficial. Official, it would be written down, but it is not.
Why do you make a guess like that, Lieutenant?
You see here, the suburb Eagle and the French zone, it is attractive.
What does that mean?
Rough. Tough. Now, Sam Harvey is certainly not the first man who was dumped into the Harbor River.
Dumped? Dump means murdered and pushed, Lieutenant.
Murdered and pushed.
Okay. What else?
You see here, in the file, positive identification made by Paul Turner.
Who is Paul Turner?
A friend of Herr Harvey. He claimed the body and buried it. Also, he took it upon himself to notify Herr Harvey's wife.
Why does it say wife?
Nowhere, but I recall Herr Turner said Paul Harvey was in Vienna and that he would inform her of the death of her husband.
Well, I think that's real friendly, don't you?
Please.
Never mind. Well, thanks, Lieutenant. Can I do something for you in return? A beer or something? Expense account item 3. 90 cents for 2 rounds of brown beer with my newly found friend, Lieutenant Willie Meister, at the beer stube across the street, where I told him all I knew about Milwaukee and got in return a promise of continued cooperation. Expense account item 4, $1.20 to number 15 Kendenstrasse in the American Zone. The address of Paul Turner.
That's right, Dollar. I identified him.
Who killed him, Mr. Turner?
Oh, now listen.
Yeah?
Don't get cagey with me and say who killed him and lean closer to me to see if I'm going to go to pieces. I didn't even know he was killed.
He was pushed into a river.
Listen, there was a beer festival up in the French zone last week. Tegel, a suburb. So you can figure it.
Sam got drunk and fell in the river? Not pushed?
That's the way I read it.
Did he ever say anything to you about all that insurance he carried?
No. Tied a lot, huh?
First it was 10, then a while back he upped it to
50,000?
That's right.
Well, she's worth it.
Who? Paul's wife?
Worth every nickel of it.
Which comes to a question.
Oh, you mean, where is she?
I mean, where is she?
She'll be here.
Her husband's been dead for 4 days.
Well, she's in Vienna.
Well, it must take all of, 3 hours flying time to get here from Vienna.
Listen, Dollar, I'm going to tell you something. Don't ask questions with raised eyebrows, like everybody's lying or covering up. A guy named Sam Harvey died, and there's been a lot of tears on account of it, so gentle your way around. Huh? Make the questions come out polite.
You know, I'm going to try that.
Good.
What are you doing here in Berlin?
I have a civilian job with the Army. I interpret.
Oh? How do you like it?
Nice. See how we can get along if we try?
How come Paul's wife hasn't showed up for 4 days?
Oh, I have a wire here. Wait a minute. I'll read it to you. Illness gone. Arrived Tempelhof Airport this evening. 18 hours. Elsa.
Let me see it.
You read German, Johnny?
No. Are you going to meet her?
Right. Sure be glad to have you along, Johnny. Be nice. Fine.
Expense account item 5, $3.40. Full tank of petrol for Paul Turner's Volkswagen. He had his hand trapped in his pants pocket. We had a little time before Elsa's plane landed at Tempelhof, so we rode around Berlin, a 3-zone. The 4th didn't encourage sightseers. At a little before 6, we got to Tempelhof.
Flug 39 vom Tag Budapest und Wien, Passagiere und Gepäck, Ausgang 3.
Oh, she's a little ahead of schedule.
Yeah. You'll know Mrs. Harvey when you see her?
You know, you ask polite, but you don't listen polite, Johnny Kid. I told you Sam's wife is worth every penny the 50 grand you say he left her. Now, would I say a thing like that if I didn't know her when I saw her?
Well, you hadn't mentioned it.
Now, before he married her, the 3 of us went around a bit in Vienna. Then Sam married her. And Elsa stayed in Vienna. I haven't seen her since. 6 months now.
Why did she stay in?
Yeah, that must be Elsa. See? Black dress, heavy black veil, black gloves. Classy dresser, that Elsa.
Yeah. Come on.
Elsa? Elsa.
Bitte?
Paul Turner, Elsa. Don't you remember?
Oh, this veil, it is so... I will lift it. Oh, hello, Paul.
It's been a long time since we were together, Elsa.
A long time.
I'm sorry
Oh,
about
you, my husband's close friend, his dear friend, Paul.
Mrs. Harvey?
Bitte?
I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Johnny Dollar, insurance investigator.
Bitte?
Insurance investigator means that I was sent here to investigate your husband's death for my company.
Well, it means he's got $50,000 for you, Elsa, but first he's got to ask.
Please, Paul, let the gentleman speak.
I'll have to ask you where you were when your husband died.
In Vienna.
Why did you live in Vienna, Mrs. Harvey, and your husband in Berlin?
I have work in Vienna. Work I cannot leave. With the refugee commission. Sam had his work here. We lived there as we wanted and as we needed. You are finished, Mr. Dollar?
Well, no, I'm not quite finished.
Paul, please.
You finished, Dollar, for now. Come on, Elsa, I'll get you through customs.
Expense account item 6, $2.20. Cab fare back to the Walden Stern Hotel. Item 7, $1.50 supper. Knockwurst and sauerkraut washed down with black beer. After which, 10 hours sleep with no dreams.
Dollar? Johnny Dollar?
Sir? Oh, yeah, this is Johnny Dollar.
Good morning. Here is William Meissner.
Oh, good morning, Willie. Goodbye, Willie.
Oh, do not wish me farewell, Herr Dollar.
No? All right, Willie. You want to chat?
Yeah, I would like it. However, this is official, or else I would apologize for awakening you. I have just received word from the police in the British Zone.
About what?
About a barge.
A barge?
Yes, a barge. The river barge Liebfrau on the harbor there. The touches Pier 12 of Spandau. You will come.
Wait a minute, Willie. I'd
An
like to...
official car will be outside your hotel. You will awake, dress, and come.
Here, on the barge, Dollar. Come here. Yeah, here, Dollar.
Well, only yesterday it was Willie and Johnny. What's happened?
Come here, please, to the pilot's cabin. In, Herr Dollar.
Wow. Who's he?
The man who is dead, with a bullet in the nape of his neck?
Yeah, that one.
Kurt Hausmann, captain pilot of this barge. Observe what else, Herr Dollar.
What?
On the desk, under his arm. Come please close with me. A letter Herr Pilot Hausmann has begun to write. It is, of course, in German. I will translate it. If you wish of Sam Harvey to know, come you to the barge. Now I will move his arm. You see to whom this letter is addressed?
To me.
To you, Johnny Dollar. What do you say to that?
You know, many great men have attained the highest office in our land, the presidency of the United States. Can you guess the name of this man? He was the second vice president to become president. The son of a poor family, he was indentured to a clothmaker as apprentice at 15. And when he was 19, he bought his freedom for $30. As a congressman from New York in 1837, he opposed the entrance of Texas as a slave territory. During his administration, the country was strongly pro-slavery. And as a protest, Harriet Beecher Stowe wrote Uncle Tom's Cabin. The anti-slavery group in his party strongly resented his signing a bill which penalized anyone who refused to return runaway slaves to their rightful owners. If you don't have his name by now, here's one more clue. His administration saw California's entrance into the Union. Who was he? Millard Fillmore, 13th President of the United States. His life is part of your American heritage.
And now, with our star, John Lund, we bring you the second act of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar.
Dollar, since you have arrived, you have talked with people. With me, with Paul Turner. And at Temple of Airdrome, with a widow. What words did you speak to them, Johnny Dollar, that makes this man dead?
Read it this way, Willie. I'm on a job. Insurance investigation.
Yeah, into the dying of Sam Harvey.
Into the murder of Sam Harvey. $50,000 worth.
So, perhaps you have discovered a thing which I, too, should know of the death of Sam Harvey, which will explain this death. If that is so, then tell me.
So far, I've found nothing. Nothing you don't know already. Not one thing.
Please.
I tell you, I don't...
Please. I believe you.
Well, you've got away with you, Willie.
Schöne Danke.
You want to tell me things now?
Happily, I do.
This Kurt Hausman, who is he?
Pilot of a river barge.
What else?
Thief, petty, also grand.
What else?
Before he grew out of it, a black marketeer.
And after that, what?
Smuggler. From west to the east zone. Also vice versa. Very rich.
And still you let him get away?
Please.
Go ahead.
Kurt Hausman, besides what he was also an eel. You understand? A slippery eel. Many times arrested, many times released. Insufficient evidence. An eel.
And he's murdered on the Havel River and found at Spandau, near the
French zone, where also was found the body of Sam Harvey, where...
Please.
Forgive me.
Near the French zone, where also was found the body of Sam Harvey. And he begins a letter to me saying if I want to know about Sam
Which
Harvey...
will become an exhibit on the official files.
Which figures he knew something about Harvey's death.
I would say so.
Then someone stopped him from getting the letter to me.
I would say so.
And that's all?
No. Kurt had a friend. A beloved friend. Fräulein Mary Fuller. She came with a troop 4 years ago to entertain your occupation forces. She entertained them. When they left, she stayed. Unter den Linden was what she wanted, she says.
Where do I find her?
Where do we find her?
Yeah, you and me. Where?
At Zehlendorf. There's a carnival there.
A carnival?
Yeah, waxworks, the hula dancers, knife throwers. Fräulein Mary stands in front and beckons so.
Well, we just better see this Fraulein, Willie.
Yeah, after the ambulance has taken away the body of Herr Hausmann. There she is.
Hey, now, your culture's right inside. We got a snake charmer and we got a... Now, here's a Yankee Doodle, if I ever saw one. And dandy.
Hiya.
And look who you've got to be with.
Fräulein.
Go away, Willie. I'm earning a living.
It is necessary to talk to you, Fräulein.
You too?
It'll be my pleasure.
Doll.
Something has happened, Fräulein. Kurt.
What about him?
He is dead. Fräulein, I'm sorry, but sometimes it becomes necessary for me...
There's a bench over there.
He was a bum. You know that, don't you? Sure you know that.
Fräulein, please, sit down.
Thank you, Willie. How did Kurt die, Willie?
By a bullet in the back of the neck.
How else would he die?
He was writing a letter to me when he was shot.
Oh?
Why would he be doing a thing like that, Mary?
Who are you?
Johnny Dollar. I'm an insurance investigator.
Why? I mean, why? Why are you here now talking to me in front of a tourist trap? And with Willie here, what's happening?
Just take it easy.
That's the latest word. Just take it easy. All right, okay. Brave smile. How is it?
Fine. Great.
Questions, Fräulein?
Whenever you're ready.
Do you know who killed Kurt, Fräulein?
No.
Fräulein, 5 days ago, an American by the name of Sam Harvey was found in the harbor there, drowned. Did you know him?
Old Sam? Old Sam Harvey?
What about him?
He was a thief.
How?
The barge on the river.
Kurt's barge?
Sam owned it with Kurt. Anything illegal that could be done on the river. Smuggling, black market, name it. Anything from Potsdam and up the canals all the way to Hamburg. If it was illegal and could be carried by barge, my Kurt and good old Sam Harvey.
I thought Sam was a machine tool engineer.
Only when the barge business was slow.
Did you know his wife?
Practically.
What does that mean?
I was her shopper. Sam would give me money and say, buy for Elsa. Presents. Silk stuff they make over in the French zone. Leather from the British zone. Lots of these ceramic earrings, see, like I'm wearing?
Yeah, real nice.
Just make them for pierced ears. Sam showed a pair of them to Kurt, and Kurt made me pierce my ears so I could wear them, too.
Yeah?
Sam had got me to buy sweaters and woolens for her. Buy them and send them to her.
To Vienna?
Sure.
One more thing. You know a lad named Paul Turner?
No. You want me anymore, Willie? Thanks. Hey, mein Herr, Fraulein, now come on in. Now come on in. We got a snake charmer. We got a nice
I asked Willie to drop me off at Paul Turner's in the American Zone. There, I asked Turner the address of Sam's widow, Elsa Harvey. He sent me to the Tyrol Hotel, where on the third floor rear, Elsa opened the door to me.
What do you wish here?
To make an apology, Mrs. Harvey.
Consider you have done so. Good day, Herr Dollar.
And to do another thing. To give you the papers you'll need to sign, so you can get that $50,000 insurance of your husband.
Come in. Give them to me.
Sure. Take your time about it, Mrs. Harvey. Read them over. I'll wait till you're finished.
A messenger will bring them to you.
Yeah, sure he will. Mrs. Harvey.
Yes.
You're a very beautiful woman.
Thank you.
Very beautiful. You always wear your hair like that? Long, falling to your shoulders? Do me a favor.
What?
Put your hair up for me.
Put my... I don't understand you.
Oh, please. Just see how you look. I've been wondering. Yeah. Yeah, like that.
Und what, Herr Dollar?
Well, I've already said it. You're a very beautiful woman.
You must go.
Sure. Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen, Herr Dollar.
Expense account item 8, $1.30. Cab fare to the small carnival in Zehlendorf. And a girl who stood there and dared people to come in. To ask her for an address, I guess she must know. She'd sent so many presents to it. Expense account item 9, $63.95, airfare and incidentals to Vienna. Expense account item 10, cab fare, $1 even. To a red brick apartment building 5 stories high and a block square.
Frau Harvey?
That's right.
Mrs. Harvey is dead.
When?
Yesterday morning, early.
Listen, did she get a wire from Berlin last Tuesday?
Yes, she did. But of course she could not read it. I gave it to the other lady.
What other lady?
Her friend, who lives across the hall, who was kind to her and took care of her, who paid for her funeral.
And who moved out right after it was over?
Yes. But how did you know?
Yeah. Oh.
The widow Harvey inside, Paul?
Uh-huh.
You answer her door for her now?
Mm-hmm.
So I have to get past you to speak to her, huh?
Elsa,
Yes, boy.
it's Johnny Dollar.
Good.
Come on in.
Hello, Frau Harvey.
Here are the papers, Herr Dollar. I have signed them.
Oh, fine. Thank you.
What are you doing?
Tearing paper.
Are you going crazy, Dollar?
No. I always tear up policies this way, Paul.
What is the meaning of this?
What's your real name?
My name?
Cut it out, honey. This Dollar's no slob. How much do you know, Dollar?
All of it.
For instance?
Well, I just got in from Vienna. A girl died there. Sam Harvey's wife.
Mm-hmm. See, I told you he wasn't any slob, honey.
She was sick. Then she died. Her husband died. Why shouldn't I have the money in the policy? I took care of her
It's
and
not legal. That's all, honey.
How could he know, Paul? How could he possibly know?
By a stupid little slip. Earrings. For pierced ears. Like Sam's wife had and like you don't. Which made me go to Vienna to make sure. And I did, and I'm sure.
Okay, Dollar.
Okay, what?
You tore up the policy. Blow.
Paul, you knew this girl was a phony right away at the airport. But you went along with her. I asked myself why.
You got an answer?
You're trying to hide something, too. Murder?
Yes, something's got to give, Dollar.
Sam's murder? Carl's?
You know what you know, and I know what I know. One of us has got to go.
Killed Sam because you wanted in on the barge business. The smuggling, the black market. But Carl. Why Carl, Paul? Why did you kill him?
He didn't want me in. So bad he didn't want me in, he threatened to get to you.
He almost did.
You almost got out of Germany, Dollar. But now I don't...
Mr. Dollar,
Yeah?
I hurt no one. I took care of her when she was sick. Even when she died, I paid to bury her. I took a chance, and I lost Mr. Dollar. Who can say I harmed anyone? And in Vienna, it's not very pleasant. Oh, please.
Not for me to say. It's for another fellow. Name of Willie. Nice man. Very nice. Expense account item 11, $67.70. Hotel bill and incidentals while in Berlin and Vienna. Expense account total, $693.03. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, stars John Lund in the title role and was written by Morton Fine and David Friedkin with music by Eddie Dunstetter. Featured in tonight's cast were Benny Rubin, Edgar Barrier, Jerry Gaylor, Hal March, and Virginia Gregg. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is produced and directed by Jaime Del Valle. This is Charles Lyon, inviting you to join us again next week at the same time when from Hollywood, John Lund returns as...
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Welcome back. All that and Millard Fillmore, too. I'd read that about him and indentured servitude, but I'd forgotten it. So that was, I think, an interesting show overall. Heading over to, of course, post-war Berlin. Now, at this point, about a little less than 9 years after the war was over. All right, well, that will do it for today. If you have a comment, email it to me, box13@greatdetectives.net. Follow us over on Twitter at Radio Detectives. Be sure and fill out our listener survey, survey.greatdetectives.net, and become one of our friends on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Detectives. But from Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham, signing off.